Hello, folks. Hi. Welcome to hell. So, let's see. Who do we got? Do we got anyone yet? Hello. Hello, guys. All right. I need to quickly set this up here. Hello, SoCal. How are you doing, SoCal? Glad to see you. Copy. There we go. Move this over here. All right. Hello, Sir Bartholomew. Aren't we excited, folks? Yay. Oh my God, this is going to be hell on earth. I am so excited. All right. Let me just do this shit here, move this around, paste that there. Boop, there we go. Yay. Top chat, live chat. All right. All right. There we go. Okay. Woo! I know you're not. Yeah, you should really work on that, Sir Bart. You really should be. You really should work on that. Hello, Elliot Waffles. Hello. Yes, hello, Body Swap. Everyone, welcome. Come on in. Come on in. The hell is about to begin. You know, we're in it together, folks. We're in it together. We're going through all the ritual and shit that normally happens in Congress, okay? People coming in, people, you know, people we don't like coming in. Basically everyone we don't like. Yeah, right, Fort Teller Dollar, you're not wrong. That's probably exactly going to be what happens, okay? So, all right, welcome, Fort Teller Dollar. I announced me do tariff because we do a little trolling. Exactly. You know what I'm going to do, folks? I'm going to run and get a drink. I'll be right back. I need something to help me get through this. Give me a second.
Justices of the Supreme Court.
All right, folks. Just give me a second here. I'm preparing myself a drink. So don't worry, the hell will begin shortly here. The hell will begin shortly. I totally forgot to get my beverage for the night. Here we go. There we go. I'm drinking lemonade, of course. Nothing, nothing alcoholic. Of course, I would never do that on a live stream. Hello, folks. Hi, guys. Hello. Now, we're going to have to get through this. Let me just put I don't even know what they're talking about. So, there are all, of course. Hey, Cody, it's lemonade. What do you mean? Totally lemonade. I'm on YouTube too, Cody, so it's lemonade. You understand? Now, guys, we obviously they're going through all in your groove. Oh, don't we all hope that? Wouldn't it be funny if he farts? Mouser is playing with his cat so he doesn't get bugged during the stream. Oh, that's so cute, Doug. So okay. Oh, yay, Red for Astro. So glad to hear that. So, guys, there is a lot of weird, and I know it's silent right now. That's because no one is speaking, but there's a lot of shit ritual and shit that we all go through every time there's this shit that happens. They have to, announce everyone as they come in and, do all this honorary bullshit that really doesn't affect you or your family's lives at all. Oh, that's so cool. Yo, Cody, I'm honored. Thank you, Cody. All right? I'm honored, Cody. So, I got the Jester makeup on. We got everything ready. So, let's see. Oh my God, look at this. It's just a shithole full of awful people everywhere. Oh my God, there's Jared Kushner. Jared Kushner, the man who looks like if a sociopath had a Pokemon form, that would be Jared Kushner. We also got Barron Trump in the front row with the Trump children. Real disgusting group there. Wouldn't it be wild? I'd be kind of excited if that happened. Yeah, you guys, I like my suitcase. Exactly. Okay. Hello. Of course, in your groove. Thank you so much for the donation there in your groove. We're gonna have to work to get through this together, folks. You already see here that so technically you notice that JD Vance is thank you, Plaster Egg. I gotta do it for the sanity. Yep, here we go, JDH. So again, thank you so much, in your group. So you'll see that JD Vance. There you go, baby boys. There you go, Demosities. JD Vance is up on the dais with the Speaker of the House, Mike Johnson. In theory, the Vice President is the Speaker of the Senate and oversees the Senate. Of course, they're almost never in the Senate unless they have to break a tie, which is what the Vice President's job is. If there's a tie, 25-25, I'm sorry, 50-50 in the Senate, the Vice President can break the tie. Oh, God, some other lunatic is coming in. But, of course, the Vice President always has to show up when the President is there. So, just because he has to appear. Yeah, President of the Senate. Oh, you're right. Forgive me. President of the Senate. You're right in your groove. All right, so here we got people cheering for... Oh, they're cheering for Melania, who, of course, no doubt deserves that clapping for the giant, massive zero she contributes to the country while she's in that position. Really deserves the clapping and the applause. Sure, it has nothing to do with bootlicking or wanting to make sure that, of course, Lacroix, or wanting to make sure that Trump doesn't get pissed off or something.
Mr. Speaker, the President's cabinet.
Oh, great, guys. Oh, my God. Here comes the clown show. Trump's cabinet entering the room. Fantastic. Love that for us. Love that for us. Love it. Here they come, one by one. Here comes Marco Rubio, or as Trump calls him, Little Marco. Interesting that he's first in line. Maybe that's traditional. I'm not too sure. But we got here. Are you going to be pausing? No, I am not, Plaster Egg. I'm not going to pause it once it starts, because I might talk, but I'm not going to pause it, Plaster Egg. I'm not going to pause it, because no way I'm going to make you all wait through it. But I might talk over it a little bit, okay? No problem, Plaster Egg. Yeah, right. Well, maybe you should do that, JDH. I am, and by the way, folks, once it starts, if I'm too loud, or if the stream isn't loud enough, let me know. I want you to make sure. I'm sure you all want to hear. Right, $4. I'm sure you all want to hear every word he has to say. Right, every word he has to say. I'm sure, no doubt. Right, Lacroix. I mean, what exactly do you think he's gonna say, Lacroix? That's super important, right? Like, come on, let's be honest. I will avoid being too obnoxious, but you can't. I know. Hello, Alyssa. So glad you're here with us. Ready for the torture? I feel like we're all just sitting around waterboarding ourselves. There's Pete Hegseth, one of them on the lower right-hand corner, one of the most unqualified members of government. Whose expertise was that I think he was a corporal in the military, and then was on Fox News. Surely he deserves. He deserves the. To be Secretary of War. And then, of course, there's Amy Coney Barrett, another horrible person who just happened to vote correctly the last time there was something before the Supreme Court. Who else is here? Oh, Howard Lutnick. There's Howard Lutnick, who's a real funny guy, all over the Epstein files. No problem there. Surely it's not weird that he's still in office despite being a raging sexual offender. Hello, a bright love. Hello, a bright love. So glad you're here. Guys, what you'll notice here is that this is like, there you go, Plaster Egg, right? What? Oh, God, look at this. Look at this shit, all right? What is she doing? What? Her nails, she looks vampiric. And there's, of course, Barron Trump, who's a towering monstrosity, who's already on the board. I believe he's on the board of Palantir, even though he's like, what, 20 years old? Yeah, Meowzord, absolutely horrific. By the way, Meowzord, I'm a little bit late coming on, Meowzord, because I was playing Mutagenics on my new Steam Deck, who I don't want to blame anyone for that, Meowzord, but... Okay. Yep, here we go. Look at this. Oh, my God, look, it's JD Vance, my favorite. Love that. Love that for us. I know, right, Meowsworth? All right. You saw Katanji's okay. Katanji's okay. She's liberal. She ain't special. No, Ivana, don't worry. You haven't missed any of the horror. Glad you're here, Ivana. Don't worry. You haven't missed anything yet. Really, no problems there. All right. It might be, SoCal. Okay, so guys, traditionally, you will see that, of course, Plaster Egg. Traditionally, you will see that, okay, we also, by the way, okay, real fast. You will see that the Democrats will be clapping, the Republicans will be clapping during certain things. The Democrats will be clapping during certain things. Now, to see how much of a bootlicker the Democrats are and how weak they are, just watch. If they ever stand up to clap, that is a sign. That is a sign. Like, if they stand up to clap for anything Trump says, they're a bunch of bootlickers, all right? So just wait for it. I bet to you, in the spirit of bipartisanship, we will see them stand up and clap for the fascists. No doubt that'll happen. Now, hopefully not all of them will, but you scratch a liberal and a fascist bleeds. And of course not literally, because they're slightly different, but you'll see what I mean. Okay. So anyway, I'm so excited. Look, there's RFK Jr. Oh, we don't even need a Jester here, do we? We don't even need a Jester here, okay? We already got RFK Jr. Alyssa, what do you expect? Of course I'm feisty tonight. I am this is going to be painful. I'm also, I've also have something, I'm drinking something to help me be more jestery. Because, good God, we're going to need it to get through this, Alyssa. How dare you? All right? Okay. Ivana, me too. Yes, Meowzord, he loved it. My father loved it. My father loved it. Exactly, Wizard. This is, oh yeah, apple juice, of course. This is apple juice. Apple juice always makes me feel better. Okay? Yeah, that's why I'm drinking it. I might have to go off stream for a second to refill my apple juice, but definitely having some apple juice. Yep, foreteller. Oh, wow. RFK Jr., the famous buff man who is definitely worthy of his role because he is buff, right? Oh, my God. I am a cultist. Foreteller, you should be the Jester. This is fantastic. Oh, my God. Oh, yeah, of course. You mean his stash of apple juice, SoCal? Of course he does. All right. No doubt this will be great. No doubt. No doubt. By the way, notice, guys, on a side note, I've mentioned this before, back on the wall behind the dais, where the vice president is sitting, you will see two symbols on either side of the podium. Those are called fasces. They are bundles of sticks wrapped together with string with an axe coming out of them. It is where the term fascism comes from. It's based off the fasces. And it's supposed to symbolize the state holding its people together, and then the axe symbolizes the state's ability to use force to maintain its power and control, etc., and to attack enemies. Isn't it funny how isn't that kind of weird that there's two fasces next to the podium in Congress? Kind of symbolic, in my opinion, of what it really is. Yep, the Mace of the Republic in the same style in your group. Now, of course, here we go. Wait! Ooh!
Mr. Speaker, the President of the United States!
Oh, God, here we go. All right. Now, if the Democrats stand up to cheer for him also, we know the end has come, if not already, right? Boo! Boo! Boo, you... I really can't curse that much. God damn it, I should have just done Twitch. Whatever. I was going to say something very rude. Someone else say it for me in chat. Yell out the insult so I don't have to. Yeah. Right? That was not that exciting. Though, admittedly, it does sound like the sound is kind of muffled at this point. Are they, Alyssa? Are the Dems skipping? That's possible. I didn't hear about that, but I did see some Dems there. Probably the Corpo Dems. Oh, yeah, Plaster Egg. But don't worry, Plaster Egg. Hitler showed up late to all of his speeches, too. Oh my God, you're right. He does look really short. Oh, you know why? You know why, Wizard? Because everyone else around him are on platforms, so they're tall. All right? You know, okay, that's why. You know what they say about, well, I'm sure Stormy Daniels would explain to us. Never mind, I'm not going to say that. Oh, wow. Amazing. 17 Democrats are skipping. Wow. Shocking. Shocking. That's so exciting. That's, wow, such a show of resistance. Yeah. Please, hit the like button, please. This will be great. Let's get more people in here. Why are they taking pictures? Insane behavior. Alyssa, come on. You know very well. Exactly. Wizard, you're right. Wizard, I love you, Wizard. You need to be in here all the time, please. You help keep me sane. Yes, so brave of the Democrats, White Wizard. So brave of the Democrats, comrade. Gotta love that. Such, oh my God. There you go, Sir Bartholomew. I don't know. They all want to touch him. Look at that. Oh, look at that resistance. Did you see the resistance he's putting up there? Look at that strong resistance that Democrat had. He had a little protest poster. Such strong resistance by the Democrats. Oh, look, I'm pulling up a, it absolutely failed in your group. Such pathetic resistance. Like, look at my poster here, my little tiny poster. Oh my God. Oh my God. Look, there's Chuck Schumer. There's Chuck Schumer. All right. Oh, wow. You know what, Jonas? I can't say that, but okay. Yeah, you think it said, where are the Epstein files? Oh, wow. Such an act of brave resistance, huh? Yeah, more resistance out of a superconducting wire than Congress, right? You'd think, you're right, okay. Yeah, there you go. And Einstein, I can't say his real name, survivor at this meeting. Really? Interesting, okay. All right, here comes the doddering old man. Here comes the doddering old man. Yeah, of course not, Sylvie. I know, Alyssa, it's triggering. Don't worry, Alyssa, we're gonna have a fun night. Okay? Do you see how some of the Democrats are clapping right now? Traitors, all of them. There's John Fetterman, one of the greatest traitors in Congress. One of Israel's bitches. Okay. Look at this, the hooting and the hollering. God. Sweet Jesus, look at all these bootlickers. They're all getting on their knees for him. This is really quite disgusting, isn't it? Okay, Mayflower Kid, no problem. Hello, Al-Samir. I don't, what does that say, Al-Samir? Samir, I don't speak, forgive me, I don't know what the language is. All the meat writing in the room. Oh, I know, Mr. King K. This should really be rated X. This is a bit, this is disturbing. That's fair, Cody, but I don't know what it says, right? I'm not sure what it says, Al-Samir, but welcome, Al-Samir. Oh, clown. Yes, there we go. Thank you. Oh, clown. Yes, exactly, Al-Samir. The clown, of course, is on the screen, right? The clown is on the screen. That would be Donald J. Trump. I know, Mr. King K. Isn't it disgusting? Oh, look. Oh, wow, that guy tried to get violent with the Did you see that? That guy swung at the Democrat. I don't know if it was really a punch, but he tried to take away that Democrat's protest thing. Yep, they're still clapping plaster. Did you guys see that? Did you guys see that shit? Look at that. See that Democrat right there? I can't really point it out. I don't know. Can you see my cursor on the screen? Probably not. But you see how he has a little
Members of Congress have the high
right.
privilege and distinct honor of presenting to you the President of the United States.
All right. Oh my God, the fascists cheering USA, USA by the Republicans. Oh my God. They are just filleting him live, aren't they? Just filleting him live. You're correct. I do the distinct honor of presenting you Jeffrey Epstein's best friend.
An honor. Speaker Johnson, Vice President Vance, First Lady of the United States.
Oh, God. Bootlicking, bootlicking. Yeah, I know, Alyssa. I hate it already. Oh, God. Yeah, let's stand up and cheer for the person who has no official authority. I don't remember his name, Alyssa. He's done performative shit like this before, but he's barely fights actually as a legislator. Yeah.
Second Lady of the United States.
Oh, yeah, an even lower down position. You know, great, yay. She's clapping for herself. She doesn't understand at all how these things work.
Members of Congress and my fellow Americans, our nation is back, bigger, better, richer, and stronger than ever before.
Is it? Do we wanna? Laquad, you're God.
Less than 5 months from now, our country will celebrate an epic milestone in American history, the 250th anniversary of our glorious American independence. This July 4th, we will mark 2.5 centuries of liberty and triumph, progress and freedom in the most incredible and exceptional nation ever to exist on the face of the earth. And you've seen nothing yet. We're going to do better and better and better. This is the golden age of America.
Well, how do I say this? How do I summarize? I disagree.
When I last spoke in this chamber 12 months ago, I had just inherited a nation in crisis.
Oh, God, here we
with
go.
a stagnant economy, inflation at record levels, a wide
Right,
open
Blaster.
border, horrendous recruitment for military and police, rampant crime at home, and wars and chaos all over the world. But tonight, after just 1 year, I can say with dignity and pride that we have achieved a transformation like no one has ever seen before.
That's for sure.
And a turnaround for the ages. It is indeed a turnaround for the ages.
You're right. I love this. Isn't this great? You honestly, look at this. Here come the Republicans standing up, clapping, doing fellatio live on national television. Really quite disgusting. Yeah, right. A turnaround indeed, right, Wiz? Oh, God. Oh, God, how are we going to cope with this shit? Yeah.
And we will never go back to where we were just a very short time ago. We're not going back. Today, our border is secure.
They're trying to drown out the Democrat who's protesting. Okay, that's why they're doing that. Because they took him out of the... He did this last time. Yeah, they kicked
Today,
him
our
out,
border
but
is secure.
he's pathetic.
Our spirit is restored. Inflation is plummeting. Incomes are rising fast. The roaring economy is roaring like never before.
Right, Elliot?
And our enemies are scared. Our military and police are stacked. And America is
Are
respected
stacked?
again, perhaps like never before.
Is that true? Where? Where is America respected again? I can't think of any place. I can't think of any place at all. Yeah, and no... Oh.
After
Doesn't
4
he do
years
JDH?
in which millions and millions of illegal aliens poured across our borders, totally unvetted and unchecked, we now have the strongest and most secure border in American history by far.
Oh, damn. Oh, God. All right. There you go, Netanyahu's office. We're respected in Israel.
In the past 9 months, 0 illegal aliens have been admitted to the United States.
Well, by definition, if they're admitted, then they're not illegal. What do you mean? Hello, Pizza That Giant. Like, yeah, if you've admitted them. Anyway, whatever.
But we will always allow people to come in legally, people that will love our country and will work hard to maintain our country.
I have a headache too, right? Oh, look at that. Look at that. Oh, those
The flow of deadly
Republicans.
fentanyl across our border is down by a record 56% in 1 year.
Oh, great. I'm sure that's true. You're right, Wizard. Yeah, you're right, Wizard. Hey, all the fascists are getting their squats in. They're all going to have real nice asses after
And
this
last
'cause of
year,
all
the
these
murder
standing.
rate saw its single largest decline in recorded history. This is the biggest decline, think of it, in recorded history, the lowest number in over 125 years. Year 1900. In fact,
Wizard,
substantially
Do you
before
lift,
my
Wizard?
wonderful father.
Send
I had a
pics.
wonderful father, Fred, before he was born, substantially before he was born. That's a long time ago. He wouldn't like me to say that, but that's a long time ago.
Oh, shut up.
The Biden
We have to be here
administration
long
and
enough
its
anyway.
allies in Congress gave us the worst inflation in the history of our country. But in 12 months, my administration has driven core inflation down to the lowest level in more than 5 years. And in the last 3 months of 2025, it was down to 1.7%.
Yeah, foreteller. By the way, guys, to be clear here, we do know that I'm not going to fact check him. There's no way I'm going to be able to do that. Like, I don't have the resources to do that, nor the patience to do that. Just know everything he's saying is a lie. Just
Gasoline,
assume.
which reached a peak of over $6 a gallon in some states under my predecessor,
Gotcha,
was quite
foreteller.
honestly a disaster, is now below $2.30 a gallon in most states, and in some places,
most states.
$1.99 a gallon. And when I visited
Gotcha,
the great
SoCal.
state of Iowa just a few weeks ago, I even saw $1.85 a gallon for gasoline.
Oh, wow. Oh, look at these Republicans. Oh, my God. Look at that. We love the gas. Love the gas. The gas prices. But, yeah, but the Dow pizza, right?
Mortgage rates are the lowest in 4 years and falling fast, and the annual cost of a typical new mortgage is down almost $5,000 just since I took office. 1 year.
Yeah. Is that even true? I doubt that's true.
And
That's
low
definitely not true.
interest rates will solve the Biden-created housing problem while at the same time protecting the values of those people who already own a house that really feel rich for the first time in their lives. We want to protect those values. We want to keep those values up. We're
Of
gonna
course
do
not,
both.
Plaster Egg. Also, to be clear, guys, I don't even see the point in fact-checking anymore.
And we are going to keep it that
Well,
way.
1 second.
The stock market has set 53 all-time record highs since the election. Think of that. 1 year. Boosting pensions, 401ks, and retirement accounts for the millions and millions of Americans.
Right.
They're all gaining. Everybody's
Sure.
up, way up.
Sure.
In 4 long years,
Right.
the last administration
No
got
doubt.
less than $1 trillion in new investment in
Yeah,
the United
yeah,
States. And
Fed
when I
for-
say
yep.
less, substantially less.
Fetty spaghetti.
In 12 months, I secured commitments for more than $18 trillion pouring in from
That
all over
means
the
nothing.
globe.
They're verbal commitments. They don't mean a damn thing. Okay, to be clear, guys, everyone is like, just to be clear, I don't even see the point in fact-checking. And the fact that liberal news sources do that and they
Think
think
of
it
it.
helps,
Much
it's like
less than $1
masturbatory.
trillion for 4
right?
years versus
It
much
makes
more
them feel
than
better, but
$18
no one that
trillion
cares is going to
for
hear their fact
1
checks.
year.
No
What
one
a
that it matters
difference
to hear
a
it. You
president
see what I
makes.
mean? We all know he lies all the time, so who cares? Like, anyway, I know that's
A short
like
time
kind of
ago,
stupid.
we were a dead country.
but-
Now we are the hottest country anywhere in the world. The hottest.
The hottest country anywhere in the world. Hello, Weird Amorphous Blob. Welcome to hell. I know Outer Signal. I know Outer Signal. Isn't it fun? Hey, Outer Signal, stay for me. Stay for me, please, okay? Stay for the fun, Outer
As
Signal. We're having
thousands of
fun,
new
right?
businesses are forming and factories, plants, and laboratories are being built. We have added 70,000 new
Scientists are leaving the
construction
country, by the
jobs
way.
in just a very short period of time. It's getting bigger and bigger and stronger. Nobody can believe what they're watching.
Oh, good
American oil production is up by more than 600,000 barrels a day, and we just received from our new friend and partner, Venezuela, more than 80
Our
million
friend
barrels of oil.
As if they turned it over willingly. Our friend and partner Venezuela. Isn't that, wouldn't it be funny if Hitler was like, we just
American
received
natural
tons
gas
of weapons
production
from
is
our
at an
friend and
all-time
partner
high
Poland.
because I kept my promise to drill, baby, drill.
Oh yeah, drill, baby, drill, right? I wonder what Stormy Daniels would say about the size of your drill, huh? Okay, I'm
More
sorry, I'm getting
Americans
worked
are
up.
working today than at any time in the history of our country. Think about that. Any time in the history of our country, more working today. And 100% of all jobs created under my administration
I need more to drink.
have been in the private sector.
Oh, good. Remember, guys, what is the code word there? Saying jobs increase means profit increases. Okay, that's
We
what they think
ended
about.
DEI in America.
Okay, let's see here. What are they going to say about trans people? Me too, Sir Bart. All right, I need to. God, oh no. The fuzz is overdoing.
We
Look,
got a record number of job
my apple
killing
cider, the fuzz is
regulations, and
overdoing
in
it.
1 year we have lifted 2.4 million Americans, a record, off of food stamps.
yeah, you kicked them off of food stamps. What do you mean? You kicked them off of food stamps? That's really what it is. We got millions
And
of
for
Americans
all of these
to be
reasons,
hungry.
I say tonight, members of Congress,
Yeah.
the state of our union is strong.
Okay, that's a stupid tradition, guys. I will say every single time they do the State of the Union, every single president, Democrat and Republican, they say, you know, the State of the Union is strong. Okay, well, guys, look at this. Look at my socialist beer. I mean, it's not beer. It's apple cider. Look at that. Look at that. Solidarity. Isn't that nice? Anyway.
Our country is winning again. In fact, we're winning so much that we really don't know what to do about it. People are asking me, please, 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 Mr. President, we're winning too much. We can't take it anymore. We're not used to winning in our country. Until you came along, we're just always losing, but now we're winning too much. And I say, no, no, no. You're going to win again. You're going to win big. You're going to win bigger than ever. And to prove that point,
is he having a
to prove
climax?
that point, here with us tonight is a group of winners who just made the entire nation proud. The men's gold medal Olympic hockey team. Come on
a bunch
in.
of bootlickers. The women's hockey team refused to go to the White House because they hate him. But the men's hockey team, look at this. Look at this. Okay, look at these monsters. Bootlicking. F Team USA for even being there. They should not be there. They're a bunch of traitors, in my opinion. Bunch of traitors, monsters. Exactly, cucks. I don't care. The Olympic Committee should take away their gold medal and give it to Canada. I don't give a shit. They don't deserve it. Fuck them. Anyone who supports the fascists really ought to not have any gold medal. Okay. Oh, shocking pizza. Shocking. Yep, the women turned them down. Women, wise, of course, but not these. Okay, anyway. God, look at this. Oh my God, disgusting. Disgusting. Oh my God, they look like an Abercrombie ad, except less sexual. They're so boring. Jesus, can we? Ugh. Oh, come on, Yodis. You know, that's probably why they're there, for the Iran war announcement, right? Okay. I don't know. I don't think he'll do that today. I think it'll be past Thursday when he does go to war with Iran, if he does. All right. Oh, no. What are we cheering for? What are all these fascists cheering for? Come on. Just do the Roman salute. Just do the Roman salute. We know they want to. You know, we all know they want to start doing the Roman salute, right? Can we just do it already? I don't. Why are they teasing us?
That's the first time I've ever seen them get up. And actually, not all of them
Yeah,
did
Jordan.
get up.
Idiocracy. Absolutely. Idiocracy,
They beat
100%.
a fantastic Canadian team in overtime, as everybody saw, as did the American
Right,
women
Wizard.
who will soon be coming to the White House.
Oh, God. Yeah, I know, Cody. They are. Like, Jesus. Like, can you just, do you think Ted Cruz is sitting there with a Hitler Youth armband in his pocket, just waiting for the moment when he can finally put it on and say it out loud? Like, okay.
They were in the Oval Office before, and I just want to say a second very big congratulations to Team USA. But I have to say that, and I told them this, and we took a vote of the team. I said, anybody votes no, I'm not doing it. So they stood there, and they weren't about to say no, because I've never seen a goaltender play as well as goalie Connor.
Because,
Alaba.
foreteller, you should be scared. I'm not trying to be mean to you, but Let it motivate you to action, foreteller. This is how democracy dies in thunderous applause. Now, it was already dead, but Jesus. I know, right, people? Oh, look, Jesus. Oh, wow. God, can we, oh my God, can you see all the blood on those Congress people's hands? Jesus Christ, I'm gonna vomit. Oh my God.
46 shots on goal, and I asked him, the one shot, the one where you put your stick in the back and it hit the neck of your stick and bounced off. You practiced that?
I'm sure Trump would like the stick in the back, wouldn't he?
He refused to answer that
right?
question. But I just want to tell you that the members of this great hockey squad will be very happy to hear, based on their vote and my vote, and in this case, my vote was more important, that I will soon be presenting Connor with our highest civilian honor, which we will be given and which has been given to many athletes over the years. But when I say many, not too many, like 12.
I know what you mean, Cody.
It's called the highest civilian honor in our country.
What? He's giving the Congressional Medal of Honor?
Of Freedom.
It absolutely repulsive. It doesn't matter. It's such a stupid thing, but it's repulsive. Just because you won a hockey game doesn't mean you get the highest honor, civilian honor, all right? Anyway, yeah, of course, good job, Jet Dems, doing nothing, right? There's Ted Cruz and shit. He's rubbing his chest weirdly.
Great athletes have gotten that, very great, the best, and I thought he deserved it. And I did take a vote, every single one of them. I said, I'm not giving it if anybody goes no, and every single one of them rapidly put up their hand.
Well, it's
so
it's almost, it's almost like they didn't have a choice because of the president.
You are. Thank
Whatever.
you
I'm sorry, guys. I know I'm talking over him. Does anyone really care what he's saying right now? Does anyone really care what he's saying right now about this hockey team? It's a waste of time, right? And who's this twink on the left? Jesus Christ. Okay, who are these people? I don't care. No one cares. Oh, good God. Right? Exactly, Jordan. No one gives a shit. Obviously, okay.
I'm also pleased to say that the next time the Olympic torch is lit, it will be here in America for the 2028
Everyone boycott it.
Olympics.
No one come here
the
for
summer
that.
version right in Los Angeles. We're going to do a good job in Los Angeles.
Ugh. Oh, no, don't worry. I don't feel bad about but I could actually make them bigger. That is a fair point there. But I don't actually feel bad about talking over him. I'm just saying, when it comes to...
Los Angeles is going to be safe, just like Washington, D.C. is now one of the safest cities in the country.
There, you can all see it now for when I'm talking. Yeah, oh, God. You all can see it now. Good.
And this year,
no one cares, but...
and I must say I got them both. I got them in my first term. And I was disappointed because I didn't think I'd be the president when this happened. But strange things took place. And now I've got them because I got the Olympics and I got the 2026 FIFA World Cup. And I wanted to claim the
one of the most corrupt
250th, but I didn't get away with that one. I couldn't claim that one for myself. But we're getting the World Cup. So we have the World Cup and the Olympics coming. And that is exciting news.
Oh my God! I'm okay, Jesus, I need more apple cider.
So this will be a year to celebrate our country and the heroes who have kept it free. Men like Buddy Taggart. At age 17, Buddy volunteered to defend America in World War II, serving in the Pacific under the great
You know what this
General
reminds me
Douglas
of?
MacArthur.
What does this remind me
bravely
of?
in the famous Battle of Manila, worked so hard. He was badly wounded and almost killed by enemy machine guns in Luzon. And 81 years ago this month, he liberated the largest internment camp in the Philippines, one of the largest anywhere in the world. But he earned many honors, including a Purple Heart and a Bronze Star, came home, started a family, and tonight he is in the gallery looking forward to July 4th, 2026, his 100th birthday.
That's the one. I knew this reminded me of something, guys. I knew this reminded me of something. I think this is it. I don't know. This just looks super familiar to me. Huh. Can we see? Seems rather apt comparison. Do you guys see that similarity? Am I like just something about this that feels similar? Something about it that feels similar. Huh. Anyway, just a side note there. Just a side note.
So, buddy, you
Sorry.
setback and immense heartache.
Jesus.
The spirit of 1776 has always shone through very brightly. It was July 4th of last year when floodwaters tore through a girls' summer camp in Central Texas. One of the worst things I've ever seen. I was there. Rising 26
Really, you were
feet in
there
the
when the girls were drowning?
matter of
Jesus
minutes,
Christ.
tragically claiming many, many lives. You all remember that one? As the waters threatened to sweep her away, 11-year-old Millie Kate McClelland closed her eyes and prayed to God. She thought she was going to die. Those prayers were answered when Coast Guard rescue swimmer Scott Ruskin descended from a helicopter above. Nobody knew where he came from. It was Scott's first ever rescue mission. Young guy, but very brave, very, very top, always top in his class. And he lifted not just Millie Kate, but 164 others to
This
safety.
is so fascist, this speech. Like the American exceptionalism, the U.S., like they brought all these people here. Look, all the Democrats standing up too. Like, can we, oh my God. Yeah. Jesus. I know, right, SoCal? Now, that little girl does deserve, well, okay, I guess you kind of have to stand that, but Jesus. Yeah, exactly, Elliot. Apparently.
People watched Scott from a distance, and they couldn't believe what they were seeing. The winds were blowing, the rain was pouring, everything was going, and that rapid water, nobody's ever seen anything like it. They said, wow, that's something.
It's all theater.
Tonight, Scott and Millie Kate are here together, reunited for the very first time. Thank you.
Do they really feel
Millie
comfortable
Kate.
bringing that little girl into Congress after everything about the Epstein files? Like, I would not want that little girl to be anywhere near Trump or any of the people there in Congress. God, I hope she has a personal security guard. Hope they're not part of the government, though. Really got to be worried about that.
And Petty Officer Ruskin,
better get her out of there
quickly. I'm pleased to inform you that I am now awarding you the Legion of Merit for extraordinary heroism, which is what it was, extraordinary heroism. Thank you.
Okay, shut up. Dear God, can we get on with it? Okay, yeah. That was I will say, that is impressive. You saved a lot of people. But this is just theater. It's forcing us to stand and clap while Trump is up there. All right?
And I'd like to have the military aide to please come down.
Yeah, he did his job, but all right.
And take care of the service. Military aide, thank you very much. Take care of that very important service. Thank you very much. From 1776
is he sitting on the staircase
to today,
they're
every
making him sit on the
generation of
stair.
Americans
You know what?
has stepped forward to defend life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. And they're really doing it for the next generation. But now it's our turn. Together we're building a nation where every child has the chance to reach higher and go further, where government answers to the people, not the powerful, and where the interests of hardworking American citizens are always our first and ultimate concern. That is the debt we owe to the heroes who came before us. And that is the promise we must keep to America for our 250th year. Last year, I urged this Congress to begin the mission by passing the largest tax cuts in American history.
Totally,
and our Republican majorities delivered so beautifully.
Yeah, by the way,
who did those tax cuts benefit?
Who did those tax cuts benefit, guys? Massively, mainly the super wealthy, right? Surely those tax benefits all came to all of you, mainly. No, it didn't. Not you guys. Nope. Yeah, to the 1%.
All Democrats, every single one of them, voted against these really important and very necessary massive tax cuts.
I know, Plaster Egg.
They wanted
Ivana, I love that.
large-scale
Need proof
tax
God doesn't exist. This
increases to
effort ain't
hurt the
been smoked
people
yet.
instead. But we held strong, and with the great, big, beautiful bill, we gave you no tax on
Fetty,
tips,
there was
no
a bingo.
tax
I
on
just decided
overtime,
not to pull
and
it
no
up because
tax on Social
I'm
Security
drinking a
for
lot
our
of apple
great
cider,
seniors.
and I need to be able to focus on what he's saying. But there is a good one that JDH put on Discord. Yeah, there are, SoCal.
And we also made interest on auto loans tax deductible the first time, but only if the car is made in America.
Good, so they can get no taxes on the loans because they can't afford the cars to begin with. That'll be very, very helpful, I'm sure. Great, you get
Recently
taxes
in
on going.
Pennsylvania, I met Megan Hemhauser, a devoted mom who's homeschools her children.
Oh,
Beautiful,
God, no.
2 children. During the day while waiting tables at night.
Outer
as her
signal, they're
husband works
corporate
overtime,
Dems that they're having to do the
operating
response.
Very heavy equipment. Megan is here this evening, and she's happy to tell you that she is so, so much richer because with no tax on tips, no tax on overtime, and our expanded
Right, Cody.
child tax credit done again by Republicans, Megan and her husband will take home more than $5,000 extra just for the year, cutting her tax bill in more than half.
Did you say 500 extra? That is nothing. For a year, $500 is nothing.
Megan,
Are you
please stand
kidding me?
up. We're fighting for you, Megan.
I doubt it's even true. But, okay. Jesus.
Thank you,
5K extra? Okay, that's something, but that's still not,
Thank you, Megan.
that's still not true,
We're
probably.
fighting for you, Megan. Under our bill, parents like Megan can also activate their children's brand new Trump accounts.
Oh,
And
God.
I didn't name
You said
it.
5K? Okay, I thought he said 500. Whatever, it's fine.
I did not name that. Nobody believes me, but I did not name it. It was named by a very tall man sitting right there in the 3rd row. Nice man, a good man.
What?
Tax-free
Speak up.
investment accounts for every American child. This is something that's so special and has taken off
Sorry,
and gone
Sir
through
Bart.
the roof.
Are you high?
Millions will be pre-funded courtesy of the U.S. Treasury and private individuals like Michael and Susan Dell, who have donated $6.25 billion to fund the Trump accounts for 25
Sir
million
Ravon.
American children.
You're right, he does. Whenever he
They're
says
great
something
people.
gay, he gets quiet. He's like, I like it in the butt. When he was talking about the one thing. Anyway.
You know,
Yeah,
I asked
almost
Michael
certainly
Dell, how
pizza.
do you make all that money? He said, well, I just sat on my dorm in school, and I made computers, and I'd sell them to people.
Plaster egg.
And I just kept selling and selling and selling, and pretty amazing story. That's called the American dream. He sold a lot of computers, a lot of those laptops, so I congratulate him on that, but I really thank him and Susan, as well as others like
By the
Brad
way, for that
Gerstner,
account
a
thing to
very
work, your parents have to
tremendous
put a
guy.
ton
He was
into
behind it right
for
from the
it to
beginning.
become
Brad
anything worth
Gerstner.
your
Thank you,
time.
Brad.
Yeah, Lacroix. Okay.
So with modest additional contributions, these young people's accounts could grow to over $100,000 or more by the time they turn 18. Think of it, how much
their
money is that
parents
for
put
somebody?
a ton of money
It
into
started
them.
with nothing. Over 100,000, could be much more than that. To make this investment in our children's future, go to trumpaccounts.gov, trumpaccounts.gov. And a lot of people are doing it. It's setting every record in the book. It's popular. They knew what it was going to take. I'm so proud of them. I'm so proud of the people that got it started. And now it's just taken off. One of the primary reasons for our country's stunning
I did hear
economic
he was going to
turnaround,
distract
the biggest
by
in
talking
history,
about
where the Dow Jones
economic
broke
issues.
50,000 4 years ahead of schedule, and the S&P hit 7,000, where it wasn't supposed to do it for many years, were tariffs. I use these tariffs to turn
Right, Fetty.
hundreds of billions of dollars to make great deals for our country, both economically
It
and
is
on
weird
a
to work with love.
national security basis. Everything was working well.
Right, Cody.
Countries that were ripping us off for decades
Don't worry,
are now
the
paying
Dow.
us hundreds of billions of dollars. They were ripping us so badly, you all
Why
know
isn't
that.
Charlie Kirk in the
Everybody
room?
knows it.
He's
Even
so
the
rude.
Democrats know it. They just don't want to say it. And yet these countries are now happy, and so are we. We made deals. The deals are all done. And they're happy. They're not making money like they used to, but we're making a lot of money. There was no inflation, tremendous
Thank you, Elliot
growth.
Waffles.
And the big story was how Donald Trump called the economy correctly, and 22 Nobel Prize winners in economics didn't. They got it totally wrong. They got it really wrong. And then just 4 days ago, an unfortunate ruling from the United States Supreme Court.
Oh, here we go.
It just came down. It came down. Very unfortunate ruling.
But
But the good news is that almost all countries and corporations want to keep the deal that they already made.
Yeah, look, wow.
Right, Scott? Knowing that the
Look, Carl,
legal power that I,
send me a
as
corn
president,
emoji. I need one of your
have
corn
to make
emojis.
a new deal could be
give me a
far
corn
worse
emoji.
for them, and therefore they will continue to work along the same successful path
Right,
that
wizards.
we had negotiated before the Supreme Court's unfortunate involvement. So despite the disappointing ruling, these powerful country-saving, it's saving our country, the kind of money we're taking in.
Thank you,
Peace
LaCroix. I needed that.
protecting. Many of the wars I settled was because of the threat of tariffs. I wouldn't have been able to settle them.
Here we
without.
go, guys. Guys, the guy
They
that
remain
settled
in
all the
place under
wars.
fully approved and tested alternative legal statutes. And they have been tested for a long time. They're a little more complex, but they're actually probably better, leading to a solution
You're on fire
that will
tonight,
be even stronger than before. Congressional action will not be necessary. It's already time-tested and approved. And as time goes by, I believe the tariffs paid for by foreign countries will,
Of course,
like in the past, substantially replace the modern-day system of income tax,
Good,
taking a
Bartholomew.
great financial burden off the people that I love.
You're totally right, Jonas. He would take credit for the sun rising. Look at all these. Oh, my God. Look at these monsters. Oh, my God. They look like the spawn of Satan. There's Beelzebub
Moving forward,
and Baal
factories,
and Astaroth
jobs, investment,
and
and
Belial
trillions
and all these other
trillions
demons
of
of hell.
dollars will continue pouring into the United States of America because we finally have a president who puts America first. I put America first.
Yeah,
I
Elliot.
love America.
Is this some sort of like BDSM humiliation ritual that they like going through? They all like being there and like being spanked by daddy? Like, I'm surprised they're not on leashes.
For decades before I came along, we had the exact opposite. From trade to healthcare, from energy to immigration, everything was stolen and rigged in order to drain the wealth out of the productive, hardworking people who make our country great, who make our country run. Under Biden and his corrupt partners in Congress and beyond, it reached a breaking point with the Green New Scam, open borders for everyone. They poured in by the millions and millions from prisons, from mental institutions.
Guys, he still
There
thinks
were
that they came
murders,
from asylums, that asylum seekers came
11,888
from
murders.
asylums.
They came into our country.
I
You
have no
allowed that
doubt.
to happen. And record-setting inflation that cost the typical family $34,000 in just a speck of time.
Yeah, in your group.
Now the same people in this chamber who voted for those disasters suddenly use the word affordability, a word they just used it. Somebody gave it to them, knowing full well that they caused and created
pizza.
the increased prices that all of our citizens had to endure. You caused that problem.
Oh,
You caused
Cody,
that problem.
you're right. Yeah, in your groove, shocking, right? Oh my God, this is just like.
They knew their statements were a lie. They knew it. They knew their statements were a dirty, rotten lie. Their policies created the high prices. Our policies are rapidly ending them. We are doing really well.
Yeah, his
Those
policies are
prices
rapidly ending all
plummeting
of us.
downward.
None of us will exist pretty soon. We'll all be dead and buried. Well, we probably won't even have the honor of being buried. You know, anyway.
The price of eggs
I don't
is
know,
down
Plaster Egg.
60%. Madam Secretary, thank you. The cost of chicken, butter, fruit, hotels, automobiles, rent is lower today than when I took office by a lot. And even beef, which was very high, is starting to come down significantly. Just hold on a little while. We're getting it down. And soon you will see numbers that few people would think were possible to achieve just a short time ago. Nobody
What was
can
that
believe
short
when
time
they see
up
the kind of
go?
numbers, and especially energy, when they see energy going down to numbers like that.
What?
They cannot
Speak up!
believe it. It's like another big tax cut. I'm also confronting one of the biggest ripoffs of our times, the crushing cost of health care.
Right. I'm
Caused by
sure
you.
he's going to do a great
Since
job
the
with that,
passage
guys.
of the Unaffordable Care Act, sometimes referred to as Obamacare, big insurance companies have gotten rich. It was meant for the insurance companies, not for the people. With our government giving them hundreds and hundreds of billions of dollars a year as their stock prices soared 1,000, 1,200, 1,400, and even 1,700%.
Right, pizza.
Like nothing else. That's why I introduced the great health care plan. I want to stop all payments to big insurance companies and instead give that money directly to the people so they can buy their own health care, which will be better health care at a much lower cost.
A stipend to help pay for insurance policies rather than giving it directly to healthcare companies. It's nothing. It is a pittance. It won't help anyone. It's like what?
In addition, my plan requires maximum
which, if you guys know, in the United States is
transparency. That's a big deal. Sounds so simple, so big.
It's a scam.
And I did that in my first term, and the Democrats immediately terminated it with full knowledge that they were doing a very bad thing for the people. Costs were going to go way up, and that's what happened. And now I'm bringing them way down on health care and everything else.
Yeah, Fetty.
I'm also ending the wildly inflated cost of prescription drugs like has never happened before.
And that money will end up going to the healthcare industry anyway. What we need to do, guys, is make it so that the government can negotiate
Other presidents
any drug
tried
price.
to do it, but they never could. They tried. Most didn't try, actually. But they tried. They said they tried. They couldn't do it. They didn't even come close. They were all talk and no action, but I got it done. Under my just enacted most favored nation agreements, Americans who have for decades paid by far the highest prices of any nation anywhere in the world for prescription drugs will now pay the lowest price anywhere in the world for drugs. Anywhere. The lowest price.
How dare you, Kurt?
So in my first year of the second
right,
term,
wizard.
Should be in my third term, but strange things happen. I
Did
took
you hear that?
prescription drugs, a very big part of healthcare, from the highest price in the entire world to the lowest. That's a big achievement. The result is price differences of 300, 400, 500, 600% and more. All available right now at a new website called TrumpRx.gov. And I didn't name that one either, by the way.
Oh, God. Awful. You're right, wizard.
And here tonight is the very first customer ever to get that big discount, and it is big, Catherine Rayner. For 5 years, she and her husband have struggled with infertility,
the biggest,
and they turned to IVF. One drug has been costing Catherine $4,000 to purchase. But a few weeks ago, she logged onto the Trump RX website and got that same drug that cost $4,000, got it for under $500, a reduction of much more, actually, than $3,500. Catherine, we are all praying for you, and you're going to be a great mom.
A great mom? You're going to be a great mom? Well, you better be a great mom because you can't get an abortion. So you're going to be a great mom whether you want to be a mom or not.
We live in a circus.
So now I'm calling on Congress to codify my most favored nation program into law. Now, the one thing I'm not sure it matters because it's going to be very hard for somebody that comes along after me to say, let's raise drug prices by 700 or 800%. But John and Mike, if you don't mind, codify it anyway. They may do it. Codify it anyway. Thank you. Many Americans are also concerned that energy demand from AI data centers could unfairly drive up their electric utility bills.
They are doing that.
Tonight, I'm pleased to announce that I have negotiated the new Ratepayer Protection Pledge. You know what that is? We're telling the major tech companies that they have the obligation to provide for their own power needs. They can build their own power plants as part of their factory so that no one's prices will go up. And in many cases, prices of electricity will go down for the community and very substantially down. This is a unique strategy never used in this country before. We have an old grid. It could never handle the kind of numbers, the amount of electricity that's needed. So I'm telling them they can build their own plant. They're going to produce their own electricity. It will ensure the company's ability to get electricity while at the same time lowering prices of electricity for you, and could be very substantial for all of you cities and towns.
Yeah, Fetty.
You're going to see some good things happen over the next number of years.
Yeah,
Another
guys,
pillar of the American dream that has
Congress,
been under attack is home ownership. With us tonight is Rachel Wiggins, a mom of two from Houston. She placed bids on 20 homes and lost all of those bids to gigantic investment firms that bypassed inspection, paid all cash, and turned those houses into rentals, stealing away her American dream. She was devastated.
Great. So
Stories like this are
he's
why
praising
last
a
month I
landlord.
signed executive
What a
order
hero. This woman
to
is a
ban
landlord.
large Wall
She's such
Street
a hero.
investment firms from buying up
Where's
in
Mao
the
when you need him?
thousands single-family homes.
Yes, Wizard, if it passes.
And now I'm asking Congress
That would
to
be a good thing
make
to
that
pass.
ban permanent, because homes for people, really, that's what we want. We want homes for people, not for corporations. Corporations are doing just fine. Racel, thank you very much. Good luck with your home. You'll get one soon.
Thank you, Lacroix. Oh, God. Yeah, SoCal. Remember, don't worry, guys. Legally,
We're also
corporations are
working to
people.
make it easier for Americans to save for retirement. And under this administration, we will always protect Social Security and Medicare. They are not protecting it for our seniors. We will always protect Social Security, Medicare,
I don't like
Medicaid.
the Democrats, but it's the Republicans that have mainly always been saying they want to gut Social Security and Medicare. The
Since
Democrats
I
haven't
took
been that
office,
helpful with it, but you
the
know, at least
typical
they haven't said it
401k
outright.
balance is up by at least $30,000. That's a lot of money. We have millions and millions of people, because the stock market has done so well, setting all those records. Your 401ks
Yeah,
are way
but
up.
like the Republicans
Yet
have
half
really
of all
gone
of
after
working
it.
Americans
The
still do
Democrats
not have
barely
access to a
protected it, but,
retirement
like,
plan with
Republicans have
matching
been open about
contributions
wanting
from
to
an
defund
employer.
that shit for years.
To remedy this gross
decades.
disparity, I'm announcing that next year my administration will give these often forgotten American workers, great people, the people that built our country, access to the same type of retirement plan offered to every federal worker. We will match your contribution with up to $1,000 each year, as we ensure that all Americans can profit from a rising stock market. Let's also ensure that members of Congress cannot corruptly profit from using insider information.
Wait. Okay, wait a minute. Did he just say Congress people shouldn't be allowed to do insider trading? I missed that. But if he did just say that, that's funny. Okay, but isn't that funny how like a lot of the Democrats didn't clap for that shit?
They stood up for that.
I
can't
agree with that.
believe
If he actually does that, thank you. I would love that.
I can't
But
believe
those
it.
are left-wing proposals.
Did Nancy Pelosi stand up if she's here? Doubt it. Pass the Stop Insider Trading Act without delay.
Oh my God, this is clever. God, this is clever. Nancy Pelosi shot down any attempt to stop insider trading. And look, the Democrats aren't clapping. Oh my God. Yeah, this is why the Democrats are morons.
I wasn't sure if anybody even on this side was going to applaud for that. I'm very impressed. Thank you. I'm very impressed. But when it comes to the corruption that is plundering, really,
No, it's not,
it's
SoCal. They
plundering
can trade.
America.
You're allowed to
There's
trade
been
stocks
no
while you're in
more
Congress.
stunning example than Minnesota.
No, they're probably not,
Members of
LaQual,
the
but the Democrats left
Somali
an opening for them
community
to
have
do that
pillaged
narrative.
An estimated $19 billion from the American taxpayer. Oh, we have all the information. And in actuality, the number is much higher than that. And California, Massachusetts, Maine, and many other states are even worse. This is the kind of corruption that shreds the fabric of a nation, and we are working on it like you wouldn't believe. So tonight, although started 4 months ago, I am officially announcing the war on fraud to be led by our great Vice President J.D.
The
Vance.
war on fraud, even though he's like a well-known fraudster who has defrauded people his entire life. And yeah, of course, Jonas, he has to, and you know, going after Somalis and shit like that. Schross says, this clown has TDS. Well, at least I'm not a goddamn Nazi, Schross, unlike you.
He'll get it
All right.
done.
So, okay.
Find enough of that
It
fraud.
sounds to me like Doc
We
Owl
will
is missing its
actually
guard,
have
Schross.
a
Maybe you
balanced
should go back
budget
to your
overnight.
post.
It'll go very quickly.
Anyway.
That's the kind
Okay.
of money you're talking about.
I'm going
We'll
to eat
balance
some more
our
of this
budget.
cookie. Where is
The
it?
Somali pirates who ransacked Minnesota remind us that there are large parts of the world where corruption and lawlessness are the norm, not the exception. Importing these cultures through unrestricted immigration and open borders brings us problems right here to the USA. And it is the American people who pay the price in higher medical bills, car insurance rates, rent, taxes, and perhaps most importantly, crime. We will take care of this problem. We're going to take care of this problem. We are not playing games.
Oh my God.
Delilah.
Yeah. What is he talking about? I'm sorry. I've lost what?
Delilah Coleman was only 5 years old in June.
I don't know, Fetty. Who is Delilah?
2024, when a 18-wheel tractor trailer plowed into her stopped car traveling at
Loisa.
60 miles an hour or more. The driver was an illegal alien let in by Joe Biden and given a commercial driver's license by open borders politicians in California. Doctors said Delilah would never be able to walk or talk, have a good life. She wouldn't even be able to eat again. But against all odds, she is now in the first grade learning to walk. And she's here this evening.
What are
with
we
her
talking
dad,
about?
Marcus, a fantastic man. Delilah, please, you are a great inspiration. Please stand up.
Who the fuck are you talking about? She looks cute. She's so cute. Cute little girl, but what the fuck is what are we talking about? Right, Jordan? I mean, this has to be a workout for these people having to constantly... Yeah, hey there, Delilah. What's it like in New York City?
Thank you,
Anyway.
Delilah. Many, if not most, illegal aliens do not speak English and cannot read even the most basic road signs as to direction, speed, danger,
They fit right in that.
or
Americans
location.
don't speak English and can't
That's why
read it,
tonight I'm
apparently.
calling on Congress
I
to
mean, like,
pass what we will
you know,
call the
non-immigrant
Delilah Law,
Americans.
barring any state from granting commercial driver's licenses to illegal aliens.
Right? You know, he's saying, oh my God, he's such, I hate the demon. Oh God.
And yesterday, as you probably saw at the White House, I hosted a ceremony with Americans who lost their treasured loved ones to the scourge of illegal immigration. People came into our country, how we allowed this to happen with our open borders. These are the angel moms and families that for decades our government betrayed and our media totally ignored. It was terrible. Hard to believe, actually. In 2023, a 16-year-old high school cheerleader named Elizabeth Medina was supposed to perform in her town's Christmas parade,
Okay.
but she never arrived.
You know
Her
what?
mother, Jacqueline, went home.
You don't even need to hear
look
this.
for her.
But,
And
like,
she found her lying
is he
dead
gonna
in
talk
a
about the
bathtub,
people that ISIS
bleeding
killed, for example?
profusely after being
Or the
stabbed
fact that
25 times.
Non-immigrant Americans are more
Elizabeth's
likely to commit
killer
crimes than
was a
migrants
previously
are.
arrested illegal alien who had
Or
broken
the
in
fact that right-wing
and brutally-
terrorism is the number
just
one form of
brutally
terrorism in the
extinguished
United States.
the brightest light
Well,
in
what
a
about
family's
the
life,
scourge of school shootings and mass shootings?
violently and viciously.
No,
Her
guys. We
heartbroken
gotta-
mother
we gotta
is
talk
in the
about
gallery to
immigrants
remind
who
everyone
have
in this
committed
chamber
crimes.
exactly why we are deporting
nothing else
illegal
going on
alien
in the
criminals to our
Nothing
country
else.
at record numbers, and we're getting them the hell out of here fast. We don't want them.
Yeah, what about the girl? You're right, Jonas. Apparently white crime isn't a thing, right? Apparently white, Americans that aren't migrants, they don't commit crime. That's not, their victims aren't worthy victims.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, what about the
Jacqueline.
Epstein
Thank you.
victims? Are we going to talk about
We
them?
can never forget that many in this room not only allowed
sure, outer
the
signal.
border invasion to happen before I got involved, but indeed they would do it all over again
Love, I
if
hate
they ever
you.
had the
Love, I
chance.
hate
If they
you.
ever got elected, they would open up those borders to some of the worst criminals anywhere in the world. The only thing standing between Americans and a wide open border right now is President Donald J. Trump and our great Republican patriots in Congress. Thank you. Thank you.
Can you imagine him standing at the border being like, I'm going to be strapped to migrants? As like a cartel member comes across the border with migrants or something?
As we speak,
I'm gonna
Democrats
stop
in this
you.
chamber have cut off all funding for the Department of Homeland
Okay, I'm
Security.
calm.
It's all cut off.
I'm calm.
It's all cut off. They have instituted another Democrat shutdown, the first one costing us 2 points on GDP. 2 points we lost on GDP, which probably made them quite happy, actually.
Bye-bye, outer signal.
Now they have closed the agency responsible
Yeah,
for
weird
protecting Americans from terrorists and murderers.
Bye-bye, outer signal.
Tonight I'm demanding the full and immediate restoration of all
course,
funding for the border security, homeland security of the United States, and also for helping people clean up their snow. We have no money because of the Democrats, and it would be nice
Really?
to give you a hand at cleaning it up, but you gave no money. Nobody's getting paid. It's a shame. So you have to think about it. We have, in case you didn't know, a pretty large snowstorm out there. One of the great things about the State
guys,
of the
this
Union is how
a
it gives
direct
Americans the
violation of
chance to see
separation
clearly
of
what
powers.
their
He's basically
representatives
claiming
really
dictatorial
believe.
authority by doing this.
So tonight, I'm inviting every legislature to join with my administration in reaffirming a fundamental principle. If you agree with this statement, then stand up and show your support. The first duty of the American government is to protect American citizens, not illegal aliens.
Oh my God, the goddamn Democrats. Now, this is clever. This is clever. And because Americans are scumbags. And so, okay. Anyway, there's no good way to handle that for the Democrats. That was a trap, obviously. Anyway, yeah, I do smell her. I smell Stephen Miller on this beach. Oh, Schross, you're so cute. You remind me of someone who had a crush on me in grade school. You call me a traitor clown. Well, you know what's funny, Schross, is actually I'm a Jester, first of all. And I think you're gay and you're in the closet, Schross, because I'm a gay man, and you're kind of flirting with me by randomly insulting me, so I love you too, Schross. Mwah. It's okay. Come out of the closet, Schross. Come out of the closet. Boop, boop, boop. Come out of the closet, Schross. It's okay. Oh, should I turn up? Could you guys hear me? Did you guys hear me? Did you hear my response? Was it not loud enough? Do I need to repeat what I said about Schross and how Schross
is actually a gay man who's closeted, and that's why he keeps insulting me. Is
Isn't
because
that
he has a crush
shame?
on
You
me.
should be ashamed of yourself not standing up. You should be ashamed of yourself. That is why I'm also asking you to end deadly sanctuary cities that protect the criminals and enact serious penalties for public officials who block the removal of criminal aliens. In many cases, drug lords, murderers all over our country, they're blocking the removal of these people out of our country, and you should be ashamed of yourself.
This is creepy, like how they're trying to turn everyone against the Democrats, obviously. Like,
and perhaps most importantly, I'm asking you to approve the Save America Act.
oh my God. Look at these fascists. We need to shame these people. We need to have
illegal aliens and others
right, Meowsor.
who are unpermitted persons from voting in our sacred American elections.
Our
Cheating
sacred
is
American
rampant
elections.
in our elections. It's rampant. It's very simple. All voters must show voter ID.
Oh my God, I'm gonna lose it. This fascist, I swear to God. Yeah, I know, right? This is so fascist coded.
All voters must show proof of citizenship in order to vote.
Guys, you have to have your papers. You gotta have your papers. Right, Cody, and others, right? What does that mean?
And no more crooked mail-in ballots except for illness, disability, military, or travel.
Right, like no
None.
more mail-in ballots and shit. Okay, like they're not
And
crooked,
this should
by
be
the
an
way.
easy one. And by the way, it's polling at 89%, including Democrats. 89%.
Wait, no, it's not. I don't know what the fuck he's talking about. He's lying. He's just a liar, a garbage piece of liar, a fascist piece of shit. I will
And
say,
even
guys,
the
don't
new
forget
communist
that
mayor
he
of
is
New
not
York
doing
City.
well
I
in
think
the
he's a nice
polls.
guy, actually.
He's trying to
Speak
talk
to him a
big.
lot.
A lot of this
policy,
doesn't
but
mean
nice
anything,
guy.
okay?
Just said they want
He's not
people
doing well right now. And I
to
know it might make
shovel
us feel bad, but
snow.
he's
They
not
got hit
doing well
hard.
right now.
Want some
Okay,
to
so
shovel
that
snow,
is
but
one positive thing.
If you apply for that job, you need to show 2 original forms of ID and
talking
a
about
social
Mamdani.
security card. Yet they don't want identification for the greatest privilege of them all, voting in America. No, it's no good.
Right. That's the greatest privilege.
Republicans and Democrats overwhelmingly agree on the policy that we just enunciated. And Congress should unite and enact this common sense, country-saving legislation right now, and it should be before
now, Lord, it
anything
really is.
else happens.
Oh my God! This is like, right, Weird and Morvis Blob. Oh, I love Mamdani.
And the reason
Right,
they don't
Nelson.
want to do it, why would anybody not want voter ID? One reason, because they want to cheat. There's only one reason. They make up all excuses.
This
They
guy's
say
scapegoating,
It's racist.
scapegoating.
They come up with things, you almost say, what imagination they have. They want to cheat, they have cheated, and their policy is so bad that the only way they can get elected is to cheat. And we're going to stop it.
Look at
We
this
have
thug
to
up
stop
here.
it, John.
Look at this thug. Yeah, Richard. Guys, to be clear, this is also stochastic terrorism. I mean, the accusations he's making
And here
against
is
the
one more
Democrats might prompt
opportunity
violence
to show
against them.
common sense in government. In the gallery tonight are Sage Blair and her mother, Michelle. In 2021, Sage was 14 when school officials
the
in
roof.
Virginia sought to socially transition her to a new gender, treating her as a boy and hiding it from her parents. Hard
Oh,
to
God.
believe, isn't it?
Please stand up,
Before
folks,
long,
for our
a
trans
confused
brothers and
Sage
sisters.
ran away from home after she was found in a horrific situation in Maryland A left-wing judge refused to return Sage to her parents because they did not immediately state that their daughter was their son. Sage was thrown into an all-boys state home and suffered terribly for a long time. But today, all of that is behind them because Sage is a proud and wonderful young woman with a full-ride scholarship to Liberty University.
Oh,
Sage
gross.
and Michelle, please stand up.
Guys, we can't forget that our trans brothers and sisters out there are experiencing some of the worst discrimination of any other group in the United States at this point. We talk a lot about migrants. They're being treated badly, but trans people are also being treated like garbage. Okay.
Thank you for your great bravery. And who can believe that we're even speaking about
Wizard.
things like this? 15 years ago, if somebody was up here and said that, they'd say, what's wrong with him? But now we have to say it because it's going on
Liberty
all
University
over
isn't
numerous
accredited.
states, without even telling the parents. But surely we can all agree no state can be allowed to rip children from their parents' arms and transition them to a new gender against the parents' will. Who would believe that we're even talking about this? We must ban it. And we must ban it immediately.
He's pro-children committing, unaliving themselves. That's literally what he's pro. If you don't, the younger you transition, the less likely you are to have adverse outcomes such as unaliving yourself.
These people are crazy. I'm telling you, they're crazy.
Oh my God. It's funny though. Ilhan Omar is laughing with Rashida Tlaib. I don't know if you saw that.
We're lucky we have a country. With people like this, Democrats are destroying our country, but we've stopped it just in the nick of time, didn't we? Huh?
Right, guys. That's the biggest problem the United States faces is that young people have access. Some young people have access to gender-affirming surgery. It's not all the other shit.
No one cares more about protecting America's youth than our wonderful First Lady, now a movie star. She's a movie star. Can you believe it?
Oh my God. Who cares? Jesus Christ.
Who would have believed that? Over the past year, she has had an incredible impact championing AI legislation, advancing a landmark executive order on foster care.
Really? Bingo.
And helping
Good job,
secure
guys.
$30 million to launch the Melania Trump Foster Youth to Independence Initiative. It's a tremendous, really a tremendous thing that happened and had a lot of bipartisan support. She gets much better bipartisan support than I do. I get none. She gets a lot. Someday you're going to have to tell me how you did that.
Schross
and students
says,
and educators in every state have joined the First Lady's efforts in the presidential AI challenge, keeping America's next generation positioned to succeed and strongly
I wish I were
succeed
trans.
in the
Trans
future.
people are a more advanced form of human
Tonight we
being.
welcome two young people whose lives reflect the First Lady's impact, Sierra Burns and Everest Nevermont. Thank you both, and Melania, thank you. I know how hard you worked on it. Thank you very much.
Everest Nevermont, we're sure they're not trans. What do we watch? Like, what do they okay, shut up. Who cares about Melania? Dear God, I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit. She's an awful First Lady. I don't even care about First Ladies normally.
I'm very proud to say that during my time in office, both the first 4 years and in particular this last year, there has been a tremendous renewal in religion, faith, Christianity, and belief in God. Tremendous renewal.
Hey, Wizard, tell your spouse I appreciate.
This is
I don't know if
especially
it's a
true
he or
among
her.
young people.
Whatever, I appreciate
And a big part of that had to do with my great friend, Charlie Kirk, a great guy, great man.
Thank you, Weird Amorphous Blob. Definitely spread your trans to the troll.
So last year,
Oh,
Charlie
God,
was
look at the
violently
fake
murdered
sadness.
by an assassin and martyred really martyred for
Martyred.
his
Oh
beliefs.
my God. Oh.
His wonderful wife, Erica, is
Where
with
is he,
us
by
tonight.
the way?
Erica,
Why
please
isn't he
stand.
there tonight? That's kind of rude. Why didn't he show up for the president's speech? How dare you, LaCroix? Why didn't he show up for the president's speech? Kind of rude. Look at her. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh, she's so sad, guys. Oh my God. Let's cry for her. Oh my God. She's so rich. She's getting so rich. Anyway.
Thank you, Erica. Been through a lot. In Charlie's memory, we must all come together to reaffirm that America is one nation under God, and we must totally reject political violence of any kind.
Right, Jonas. Remember to buy a TPUSA house hat on the way out. I guess not, Elliot. I wish.
We love
Right,
religion, and we love bringing it back, and it's coming back at levels that nobody actually thought possible. It's really a beautiful thing to see.
Right,
Above all,
Retro. Now he
unleashing
rejects
America's
violence as he's
promise
about to go to
requires
war with
keeping
Iran.
our communities safe. We have made incredible strides, yet dangerous
God.
repeat offenders continue to be released by pro-crime Democrat politicians again and again. We are honored to be joined tonight by a woman
Right, in
who's
your group,
been
that's
through
true.
hell, Anya Zaretska. In 2022, she and her beautiful daughter, so beautiful, what a beautiful young woman. Irina fled war-torn Ukraine to live with relatives near Charlotte, North Carolina. And by the way, what's going on with Charlotte? Last summer, 23-year-old Irina was riding home on the train when a deranged monster who had been arrested over a dozen times and was released through no cash bail stood up and viciously slashed a knife through her neck and body. No one will ever forget there were people on that
Right,
train.
Jonas?
No one will
I
ever
do too,
forget
Jonas,
the
and I'm an
expression of
atheist,
terror
right? Like
on Irina's face as she looked up at her attacker in the last seconds of her life. She died instantly.
Right,
She had
Elliot,
escaped
you're so
a
right.
brutal war only to be slain by a hardened criminal set free to kill in America. Came in through open borders. Mrs. Zaretska, tonight I promise you we will ensure justice for your magnificent daughter, Irina.
Ew, again, might want to keep your daughter away. Oh, look, she's correct. Keep your daughter away from this, you know. There you go, Wizard. You know it. I love you, Wizard. You're the best.
How do you not stand? How do you not stand? I'm asking this Congress to pass tough legislation to ensure that violent and dangerous repeat offenders are put behind bars, and importantly, that
Well, then
they
you
stay
should be
there.
put behind bars, and a lot of people in the White House and D.C. should be put behind bars, and the Epstein class should be put behind bars.
Starting last summer, I deployed our National Guard and federal law enforcement to restore law and order to our most dangerous cities, including Memphis, Tennessee, big success, New Orleans, Louisiana,
Right,
big
LaQuan.
success, and our nation's capital itself, Washington, D.C., where we have almost no crime anymore in Washington, D.C. How did
Except
that
for all the
happen?
time. You're breaking the law all the time, and you're in D.C., you piece of shit. Anyway, that's a cheap shot. I admit it. That was a low-hanging fruit on my part.
In fact, crime in Washington is now at the lowest level ever recorded, and murders
Right,
in D.C.
SoCal.
this January were down close
Wizard,
to
you're right.
100%.
To be fair, he does spend most
from
of
a
his
year
time in
ago.
Florida. There you go, Weird Wolf's Blum. No, J-Mac, I'm drinking apple cider. What do you mean? Beer? What's that? I don't know what that is. I might
don't
need to
like
go
to
get
hear
more
that.
apple cider, though.
One of the
'cause-
sick people, one of the brave service members who helped achieve this stunning turnaround was
course, Doug. It's
20-year-old
only a
West
crime if it's a
Virginia
poor
Army
person or a
National Guard
blue-collar
Specialist
person.
Sarah Beckstrom. After a 4-month deployment, she
Yay,
voluntarily extended her service, and
Welcome
her
to Guam.
rank was going to be lifted. She was doing so well. They were so proud of her.
He
But
looks
the
like
very
he's getting
next day,
tired.
she was on patrol near the White House when she was ambushed and shot in the head by a terrorist monster from Afghanistan. Shouldn't have been in our country. And all because she wore the uniform of our nation, she was shot. He traveled here because he didn't like people wearing our uniform. He was sick and deranged, shouldn't have been in our country. Sarah Beckstrom died in order to defend our capital, and we are honored to be joined by her wonderful parents, Gary and Eva Lee. Your daughter was a true American
Doug, I love
patriot, and she will be greatly missed. She was a great person. I saw reports on her. They've never seen anything like it.
Okay, blah, 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 yeah. Is he going to talk about all the people that died because of right-wing violence in the United States? Is he going to talk about Alex Preddy? What about that? Is he going to talk about Renee Good? Is he going to, no, of course not, guys, of course not. Of course not. It's a joke, obviously. Obviously, it's a rhetorical question. That's not going to happen. There are worthy and unworthy victims. They were unworthy victims. That woman was a worthy victim because it was killed by a scary brown person or whatever. I don't know.
A great young lady. I saw reports that were like, perfect. She was perfect. Serving alongside Sarah that day was Staff Sergeant Andrew Wolf. The terrorist shot Andrew in the head, and no one thought he could possibly make it.
Jonas, brilliant. Everyone look up Jonas's list in the chat.
Both shot violently in the head.
Absolutely.
Neither was expected to make it. They weren't even given a chance, except his wonderful
mother. You know who also was
mother,
shot in the head? Renee Good.
named Melody, who I spoke to the same night.
Okay, bye-bye, Sir Bartholomew.
And she was so positive. The doctors thought that Andrew was gone, but his mother said, no, Mr. President, Andrew will be fine. He's going to make it. I've never seen anything like it. I mean, he was given almost no chance. She said, I have no doubt, sir, he's going to be okay. This was a conversation that I had with her that night, with her son laying helplessly in bed, blood. Everybody is praying, she said, sir, he will be okay. The doctors didn't understand what she was saying. And after looking at the results of the damage done, neither did I. She was so strong and conclusive that even Andrew's great father felt she didn't really understand the gravity of the situation. But she turned out to be right. Right, Melody? She turned out to be right.
Oh, God. Like, I feel bad. These people, you know, they did lose someone unjustly and stuff. But then he's just, anyway. Yeah, exactly. Jessica, 100%. That's exactly what I just meant to mean when I said that. Yeah, they don't care about these people at all.
Amazing, actually. I said, where does this woman come from? She's the most positive person I've ever met. With God's help, Andrew has battled back from the edge of death, and we're talking about the edge.
So what has he done about guns if he cares so much about these people?
On his way to a miraculous recovery. He's got a little work to do, but he's doing great. Nice to see you. He's a good-looking guy. Nice to see you. Thanks, Andrew. Thank you very much.
Yeah, plaster egg. That's insane. I was a teacher, you know, plaster egg, and I experienced that. Where there wasn't enough funding to give students treatment who had brain surgery, who had intellectual disabilities, or whatever it may be.
So, Andrew, while you're up, now I'm going to ask a highly respected General James Seward to present Staff Sergeant Andrew Wolf and the great family of Sarah Beckstrom with the award created by our late, great President George Washington himself. It's called the Purple Heart.
He's just handing out medals left and right. My God. He's like, here's a Congressional Medal of Honor. Here's a Purple Heart. Let me toss you a bone. Let me, you know, okay. So is he going to reduce gun violence? Is he going to have... yeah, I know, right, Sir Dubois? Yeah, no, I know, Retro, I agree, right? Oh, I thought Red Purple Hearts were only for the military. I really don't give a shit about this shit. I really don't care, but yeah, you get a medal and you get a medal and you all get medals, like Oprah or some shit.
We love you all. Love you.
Yeah, and there were a few.
We're proudly restoring safety for Americans at home, and we are also restoring security for Americans abroad.
Okay, guys, keep
Our
watching.
country has
Keep
never been
watching.
stronger.
I'll be right back.
In
I'll be
my
right
first
back.
10 months, I
Make
ended
sure-
8
Tell
wars,
me if I miss anything.
including
I'll be right back.
Cambodia. Isn't it
I'm
funny?
a bad streamer, so you got to get used to this shit.
Sick people. Cambodia and Thailand, Pakistan and India would have been a nuclear war. 35 million people said the Prime Minister of Pakistan would have died if it were not for my involvement. Kosovo and Serbia, Israel and Iran, Egypt and Ethiopia, Armenia and Azerbaijan, the Congo and Rwanda, and of course the war in Gaza, which proceeds at a very low level. It's just about there. And I want to thank Steve Witkoff and Jared Kushner for your help. Thank you, Steve. Thank you, Jared.
Okay, guys, don't worry. What did I miss? I just got more apple cider. Excuse me.
And I also want to thank the man they report to, Secretary of State Marco Rubio. Thank you,
How
Marco.
dare you compare me to Hassan? What did he say? I missed something about Palestine? What?
People like you. You know, Marco got 100% of the votes when he was in confirmation. I think our next one was about 54%. And some of the Democrats are now saying, I can't believe we approved that guy.
Oh, God,
And he said
Cody.
it's an honor that they feel that way, right, Marco? You have done a great job, great Secretary of State. I think he'll go down as the best ever.
Excuse me. That was rude. Yes, LaCroix, I have. I was a bartender. I just.
Under the ceasefire I
I
negotiated,
wasn't
every
careful.
single hostage, both living and dead, has been returned home. Can you believe that?
Guys, like, I am so sickened that, like, the returning of dead bodies is put above the life of Palestinians. Like, I don't give a shit. I'm sorry.
Nobody
Your
thought it was
corpses
possible.
are not more valuable than the life
Nobody
of a
thought
Palestinian.
that was
You guys
possible.
aren't. I'm sorry.
Both living and dead. And those parents who had a dead son, their boy, they'd always tell me their boy, they wanted him as much as though he were living. That was an amazing period of time. And they came back, and when we got all of the living hostages back, and many, many before them, but I always said those last 20 are going to be very tough, but we got many, many more, hundreds. But I said those last 20 are going to be tough.
Remember how
We got
Israel
them
kept
back.
bombing Palestine
But we only
because
got
they hadn't
back
returned the bodies,
14
as if
or
a
15
corpse is
of the
worth
dead, of the
murdering
28.
more anyway, I'm sorry.
And believe it or not, Hamas worked along with Israel, and they dug and they dug.
I
And they
know,
dug.
right, Jonas? Apparently, I
a
am
tough-
under that illusion.
It's a tough thing to do, going through bodies all over, passing up 100 bodies sometimes for each one that they found. Tough job. And they finally got it back to
mummified.
27. And then Steve and Jared, they got it back to 28. They found all 28. Nobody thought that was possible.
What
but
is he
we did
talking?
it,
I'm
and
sorry, what?
I remember the family of the 28th. They were so grieved, but
No,
they
no.
were so happy.
Oh my God!
As happy as
Teacher note:
it's
families of the 28,
possible to be.
not
They
the
had their
family
boy
of the
back.
28.
The
Those
mother
28
said,
all
"Sir,
didn't have the
we
same
have our
family."
Boy back. What a period of time
back to
that
grade
was,
school,
but we
Trump.
got them all back. So thank you both very much. Great job.
I don't know. I think he is plastering. I think he's.
And we're working very hard to end the ninth war, the killing and slaughter between Russia and Ukraine, where 25,000
Yep, we're
soldiers are dying each and every month. Think of that, 25,000 soldiers are dying.
Guys, remember, he's about to go to war with
month.
Iran right now.
a war which would have never happened if I were president. Would have
Yep,
never
Jonas.
happened. As president, I will make peace wherever I can, but I will never hesitate to confront threats to America wherever we must. That's why in a breakthrough operation last June, the United States military obliterated Iran's nuclear weapons program
Wait!
with an attack on Iranian
Wait, but I
soil
thought
known
they're
as
about...
Operation
Guys, wait a minute,
Midnight
wait a minute.
Hammer.
Or is it his administration saying they're about to get the nukes again? They're about to get the nukes in like 3 days. They're gonna have nukes.
But didn't he? But he just said that we destroyed the nukes. Well, I'm very confused. I'm very confused.
For decades, it had been the policy of the United States never to allow Iran to
Yeah, and
obtain
they're not a threat to
nuclear
America
weapon.
at all.
Many decades. Since they seized control of that proud nation 47 years ago, the regime
course
and
now
its
it was
murderous proxies have spread nothing but terrorism and death and hate. They've killed and maimed thousands of
J-Mac, we talked
American
about it.
service members and
Come to stream more often,
hundreds of
J-Mac.
thousands and even millions of people with what's called roadside bombs. They were the kings
What's called
of
roadside
the
bombs?
roadside bomb. And we took out Soleimani. I did that during my first term.
Yeah, illegally.
Had a huge impact.
Illegally
He
murdered
was the
a
father of the roadside bomb.
general. Anyway. Do you see the coincidence of that? He's like, we murdered one of Iran's top generals, and guess what? Then they resisted
And
us.
just over the last
can't
couple
do
of
that.
months with the protests, they've killed at least, it looks like, 32,000 protesters. 32,000 protesters in their own country. They shot them and hung them. We stopped them from hanging a lot of them with the threat of serious violence. But this is
Right,
some
Jonas.
terrible people. They've already developed missiles that can threaten Europe and our bases overseas, and they're
Absolutely,
working to build
Jonas,
missiles that
100%.
will soon reach
100%.
the United States of America. After Midnight Hammer, they were warned to make no future attempts to
Don't forget,
rebuild
guys,
their
the
weapons
Islamic
program, in
Republic
particular,
rules Iran
nuclear weapons. Yet
because
they
of the
continue
American intervention.
starting it all over. We
Our
wiped
installation
it out,
of
and
the
they want to
Shah
start all
and the
over again.
overthrow of Mossadegh.
And are at this moment again pursuing their sinister ambitions. We are in negotiations with
flattery.
them. They want to make a deal, but we haven't heard those secret words. We will never.
Before Dubois. If it happens,
have
it'll be before.
a
I suspect it'll be
nuclear
after
weapon.
Thursday.
My preference.
Right, Jim. Oh my God, he's such a martyr. Look at all these Democrats clapping. What did he just say? I was too busy remembering. He said something.
My preference is to solve this problem through diplomacy.
They were clapping for peace.
But one thing is certain: I will never allow the world's #1 sponsor of terror, which they are by far, to have a nuclear weapon. Can't let
Guys,
that happen.
don't make me say it. America is the #1 sponsor of terrorism. We are a terrorist government that does terrorism all over the globe. We fund terrorism. We indiscriminately bomb people. That is terrorism. Drone strikes
No
are
nation
terrorism.
should ever
We are
doubt
a
America's
terrorist government.
resolve. We have the most powerful military on earth. I rebuilt
We are
the
the
military in my
#1
first
state
term.
terrorists, and no one ever says it.
We're going to continue to do
I said
so. Also, we just approved a $1 trillion budget. We have no choice. We have to be strong because hopefully we will seldom have to use this great power that we built together. It's really called peace through strength, and it's been very, very effective.
Except it's not peace through strength, it's just peace through war. That's what he thinks that. Okay. Peace through war and the threat of war, right? Right, we're to more Bob?
So thanks to Republican in Congress
I know, Walter,
who are investing that
we are, Walter.
record number
Welcome,
of
Walters.
dollars, have no choice, in the United States Armed Forces. Also creating a lot of jobs, but we're not even doing it for that reason.
Thank you, Marzipan
Because
Power.
as I said, we have more jobs, more
DV, I
people
know.
working today than ever before in the history of our country. And NATO countries are friends and allies. They are. They're our friends and they're our allies. Have just agreed, at my very strong request, to pay 5%
How dare you,
of GDP for military defense rather than the 2%, which they weren't paying. We were paying for almost all of NATO. Now they're paying 5 as opposed to not paying 4.
Weird Amorphous Blob, you're brilliant. That Tolstoy
And
joke.
getting that 5% was something which everyone said would never be done, could not happen. We got it really easily with one meeting.
Right, pizza.
And big difference between 2% that's not paid. We were paying the freight of many of them. Very few were paid up.
I know, J-Mac. I am
Now
mad,
5%,
though.
then they're paid.
You need to come to stream more
And
often,
everything
Mac.
we
You
send over
abandoned
to
me.
Ukraine is sent through NATO, and they pay us in full. They pay us totally in
Ukraine's
full.
name out of your
Every
mouth,
branch of
okay?
our armed forces is setting records for recruitment. This is so exciting. And every service member recently.
You need to pick yourself up by your bootstraps, J-Mac, and get this stream. You know I'm joking, J-Mac. I know. Yeah, right, Mr. Kincaid. Wasn't he saying he wanted to attack Greenland? Wow, such an ally to NATO.
And every service member recently received a warrior dividend of $1,776.
That's barely anything, but okay. By the way, that's almost like bribing the military. That's my concern, is that it's basically bribing the military.
You know, they put it on my desk. We got the money from tariffs and other things. A lot of money we have. We have much
Yeah,
more money than
mummified.
people understand. Have to rebuild that program a little bit, but it won't take
Exactly,
long.
pizza.
But we got the money, and it was $1,775. And
God.
they wanted my approval. And I said, what's the number? $1,775.
Yeah, I know.
I said, wait a minute. For one more dollar, we can have $1,776. It's going to a...
Oh
I
my
said,
God,
"We're gonna
I
figure
hate
that."
it.
I
Why are
never
we
asked
living in the
anybody if we
worst
could afford it.
timeline?
One more
We get
dollar, I
one
said
more dollar and it's
1776.
1776.
And I said, that's good. And I'll tell you what, our military, that was 4 months ago, our military, I never see a person in the military that doesn't thank me for it, so we're honored to do it. They deserve it. And we call it 1776. It was great. And we
Where's
love
my
our military.
beer?
We love
Apple
our
cider.
law
Where's
enforcement.
my apple cider? Oh,
We
my
love our
God.
firemen. You know, the firemen don't get mentioned enough. We love our firemen. We're also...
Guys, this is the worst timeline to be a sane person in, right? Like, we know that, right? That the reason we're all stressed, it's a sign that we're sane, right? Honestly, like, you're watching a person
We're also
with, like, Jester
restoring
makeup
American security
on
and
ranting,
dominance
and
in
we're
the
all more
Western
sane,
Hemisphere, acting
which is why
to
this is
secure
so
our
upsetting.
national interests and defend our country from violence, drugs, terrorism, and foreign interference. For years, large swaths of territory in our region, including large parts of Mexico, really large parts of Mexico, have been
There
controlled
you go,
by
Sylvie.
murderous
Welcome,
drug
Sylvie.
cartels.
You've been here, but
That's why I designated these cartels as foreign terrorist organizations, and I declared illicit fentanyl as a weapon of mass destruction.
Then you should go after the drug companies that created it, really. Go after the Sacklers. Go after, what was that other company that did it, right?
And with our new military campaign, we have stopped record amounts of drugs coming into our country
Yeah,
and virtually stopped it completely coming in by water or sea. You probably noticed that.
Yeah, that'd be nice,
Very
DV8, if
seriously
we
damaged
nationalized the
their fishing
pharmaceutical industry.
also.
You know,
Nobody wants,
I would
nobody
never
wants to go
suggest
fishing
that,
anymore.
though, because of course we can't have
We've
nice
also
things in this
taken
country.
down one of the most sinister cartel kingpins of all. You saw that yesterday.
Exactly, Wizards,
In January.
right? Yeah, well, there are good uses of it, but the big pharmaceutical companies were pushing it for use where it wasn't needed to be used, which created a lot of addiction.
In January, elite American warriors carried out one of the most complex, spectacular feats of military competence and power in world
Yeah,
history.
Fetty,
No
it's
one's
gross.
seen anything like it. Foreign leaders, I won't tell you who, called me and they said, very impressive, very good. They couldn't believe, they all watched. They saw what happened. This is a different fighting force that we had years ago when we fought to tie.
Jesus, Sylvie.
No, it's a great fighting force. I'm so proud of it.
Oh, I completely
Look
support
at
that, Dubois. I'm all for
Space
nationalization of
Force
industries.
is my baby, because we did that. My baby, it's becoming so important.
Is it trafficking weapons of mass destruction or something, Sylvie? Yeah, guys, we did. We armed the cartels. You're right, DV8. I mentioned that earlier. Our weapons, 80% of the cartel's weapons comes from the United States because we are chock full of guns and ammunition, folks. I know, right, Jonas? Please.
And
Yeah,
America's
can we
armed
agree,
forces
Jonas?
overwhelmed
We need
All
revolution.
defenses and utterly defeated an enemy.
Yep, Walters.
Good
Exactly,
fighters.
Walters. And
To
bribe
end the
them, which is what
reign
he
of
did.
outlaw
The military.
dictator Nicolas Maduro and bring him to face American justice.
Watch. The Democrats are going to love this too. The Democrats are going to love this too. Oh, I guess they're not. They're not going to love it. Okay, well, that's good at least.
And this
I'm
was
actually
an
surprised.
absolutely colossal victory for the security of the United States, and it also opens up a bright new beginning
That'd be awesome to
for the
watch.
people of Venezuela. We're working closely with the new president of Venezuela,
Correct, Wizard.
Delcy Rodriguez, to unleash extraordinary economic gains for both of our countries and to bring new hope to those who have suffered so terribly. They really did suffer. With us tonight is
Yep, Pete. So, guys, remember, we cannot go
Alejandro
back to the
Gonzalez.
status
She
quo.
grew
I've
up
said this a million
in a
times.
tight-knit Venezuelan family and was especially close
If we want
to
to
her
end
beloved
the situation,
Uncle Enrique.
we need major changes in this country.
But after
okay?
Enrique ran for office and opposed Maduro, he was kidnapped by Maduro's security forces and thrown into the regime's really infamous prison in Caracas. Alejandro feared
What
she
about
would
our
never
prison,
see her
CCOT,
uncle
in
again.
El Salvador?
She feared for her own life also.
Also, we have 2
But
million
since the
people in
raid, we
prison in
have
this
worked
country,
with the
which
new
is 20%
leadership,
of
and they
all
have
the
ordered
world's
the
inmates.
closure of that vile prison and released hundreds of political prisoners
Yeah, DB.
already, with more to come. Alejandro, I'm pleased
Oh,
to inform
Sylvie,
you
oh,
that not
you know
only
just
has
what to
your
say to
uncle
get
been
me all hot and
released,
bothered.
but
Yes,
he
we
is
need
here
that French
tonight. We
implement,
brought
don't
him
we,
over
Sylvie?
to celebrate his freedom with you in person. Enrique, please come down.
Yeah, which is Guantanamo Bay. I didn't even think of that. You don't, no, J-Mac, we don't need, no, none of that, J-Mac. We don't need the Affordable Care Act. We need a nationalized health care. Walters, he is the biggest criminal, okay, 100%. What's going, I don't know who this guy is. I really don't care at this point. What are we doing? The apple cider is affecting my ability to care. What are we doing? Who's this? Who is that? Is he some war criminal or something? What are we doing? Was that Henry Kissinger? Like, I don't know.
Enrique, have a good time. Nice to have you back, Enrique. There were many heroes on that January raid to capture Maduro. Really great heroes. It was very dangerous. They knew we were coming.
Yeah, they're really
They
good
were
at
all set.
slaughtering those Cuban
But
guards.
the deeds of one warrior that night
Yeah,
will live
Walters.
forever in the eternal chronicles of
Oh, I know,
military
J-Mac. I know you
valor.
were.
Chief Warrant Officer
I'm sorry,
5,
Sylvie.
Eric Slover,
Sorry, Jonas.
planned the mission and was the flight lead in the cockpit of the first helicopter.
Why did he
A
say the
big,
word cock that way?
beautiful,
And it's like,
powerful
he was the guy in the
helicopter.
cockpit.
It's a massive
It's like, oh,
Chinook.
whoa, okay.
Carrying, as you can
Why-
imagine,
why do you
many,
anyway.
many American warfighters.
Do it, Sylvie.
Wearing
please.
the dog tags, his wife Amy had blessed with holy
I know
water
weird
before he
was
left.
bluff.
She knew it was going to be a rough one. Eric steered the
I know,
Chinook
J-Mac.
under the cover of night and descended
Right,
swiftly
Cody.
upon Maduro's heavily protected military fortress. This was a major military installation, protected by thousands of soldiers and guarded by Russian and Chinese military technology. How did that work out? Not too good.
What a
While
disgusting
preparing
thing to say.
to land, enemy machine guns fired from every angle, and Eric was hit.
It
very
didn't work
badly
out
in
too
the
good.
leg
We
and
murdered
hip,
all of them.
One
Jesus.
bullet after another. He absorbed 4 agonizing shots, shredding his leg into numerous pieces. And yet, despite the fact that the use
so
of
right,
his legs
Wizard.
was vital to successful
Wizard, I know you're
helicopter
LGBTQ too, right?
flight,
So you get it.
legs are the most important
Trump has a
part of
weird,
flying a
like,
helicopter.
queen type thing
to deliver
going
the
on. I
many
don't know what's
commandos
there,
who
okay?
would capture and detain
Right.
Maduro was the only thing
Jonas.
Eric was thinking about.
I'm
Then,
sorry,
even
SoCal.
as he
Take
was
a tongue,
gushing blood,
SoCal.
which was flowing back down the aisle, helicopter lands at a steep angle.
Yeah, weird one was blonde.
Machine guns stood
me,
right
flower
in
kid.
front of him. They were right in front of him, 2 machine gunners who
Okay, bye-bye,
escaped
Fetty.
the wrath
Love
of
you,
the
Fetty.
previous
You're the
planes.
best.
Eric maneuvered
Yeah,
his
Plaster Rig, I
helicopter with
agree.
all of those lives and souls to face the enemy and let his gunners eliminate the
notified.
threat. Turned the helicopter around so the gunners could
That's
take
awesome,
care of
Wizards.
business, saving the lives of his fellow warriors from what could have been a catastrophic crash deep in enemy territory. Only after safely
Wizard,
landing
you're
the
too woke
helicopter
for me,
with
Wizard.
all the
I
warriors
don't even
aboard
know what that means.
in the
Okay.
exact right spot, which was vital to the mission. We probably would have had to maybe cancel the mission if that didn't happen. Eric told his co-pilot, also wounded, but not as gravely, to take over. I'm about ready to pass out. The success of the entire mission and the lives of his fellow warriors hinge on Eric's ability to take the searing pain. It was unbelievable what's happened to his legs of the bullets and keep on flying and landing.
Me too, guys. Wouldn't it be funny if he shat his
People knew
pants
what
like
was
he did that one
happening.
time?
Everybody in the back of the helicopter knew because they saw the blood pouring down the aisle. Chief Warrant Officer Slover is still recovering from his serious wounds, but I'm thrilled to say that he is here tonight with his wife, Amy, Eric, and Amy. Come on in.
No, Lacroix, we don't. We don't need. Guys, what this is like. Either I find anyone attractive whose media analysis I like, and gender is I agree, gender is an F, right? I totally agree, Wizard, right? Who cares? I'm a gender abolitionist. Screw it. But, but you know, anyway. Wait, Wizard, does that mean you find me attractive? Do you like my media analysis, Wizard? Of course, you don't have to say it while your partner's there, Wizard. Don't tell them. Shh, shh. It's just, okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I've been drinking. Ignore me. Yeah.
So we have a surprise
Right, Cody.
for Eric and Amy. In recognition of Eric's actions above and beyond the call of
Right,
duty,
mummified butterfly, I get it.
I would now like to ask General Jonathan Braga to present Chief Warrant Officer Slover with our nation's highest military award, the
I got you,
Congressional
Wizard. How
Medal
dare you,
of
Wizard.
Honor.
Don't worry, I'm always sexually harassing people in the chat, guys. Don't worry. We're gonna have a Me Too moment for the CR community at some point. Anyway, I don't even know what any of you look like. I don't even know if you're humans. You could all be bots. Who knows? Who knows? Right, whatever. You only live once, right? YOLO. There you go, J-Mac. All right. I'm sorry. Like, what is he talking about now? Okay. It's that. Oh, that poor guy. It does, Jonas. This is like so. This is like.
Well, thank
such a
you very
distraction.
much, Eric and Amy. Great to get to know you. I met with them and with a lot of their fellow warriors at Fort Bragg recently. You notice the name Fort Bragg, we have it back, we brought it back. We won the First World War with it, the Second World War with it, and then they decided to change the name.
Yeah, you know,
So we
guys, we
changed
do
it
know
back.
that Fort Bragg was named after a Confederate
Everybody wanted
general,
to change
right?
back too.
And
10
then
of
Trump
Eric's
got all
fellow
butthurt by
warriors
that,
from
so they
that
changed it. I mean, so they
incredible
changed it
night
back
of
to Fort
victory
Bragg
will
after it
also
was
be
changed away
receiving
from
medals
Fort
at a
Bragg.
private ceremony that will soon be held at the White House, and
Jesus.
Eric will be there.
No, we have to have someone who supported slavery. You know, we have to have a base named after someone who supported slavery. We have to have it. I know, Lacroix, right? Not only traitors, Lacroix, losers. Losers. The Confederacy were a bunch of losers.
Thank you, Eric.
Okay,
That's a
they
big one.
lost. You lost.
Tonight we've celebrated many truly extraordinary American patriots, but there is one last living legend to honor before we go. He is
Correct,
one
J-Mac.
more heroic American
Navy
aviator. Navy fighter pilot Royce Williams served in World War II, Korea, Vietnam, flying more than 220 missions. In the skies over Korea in 1952,
I don't know if you want to brag about that. How
Royce
many
was
people,
in the
anyway.
dogfight of a lifetime. Legendary
Guys, I know I'm
dogfight.
disrespectful, but
Flying
whenever I
through
hear that, I'm like,
blizzard
okay,
conditions, his squadron
maybe
was
he should
ambushed
phrase
by
it
7
as
Soviet
this
fighter
guy
planes.
committed
It was
125
his
war
first aerial
crimes,
combat of the war, and
bombed
despite
and
being
killed
massively
hundreds of
outnumbered and
civilians.
outgunned,
Like,
Royce led the takedown
Anyway.
of 4 enemy jets and almost destroyed the others, vanquishing his adversaries while taking 263 bullets to his own plane.
I know I'm
being
supposed to love,
seriously
respect
hurt.
veterans, etc. Okay.
His story was secret for over 50 years. He didn't even want to tell his wife, but the legend grew and grew. But tonight, at 100 years old,
Exactly,
this
we're an
brave
amorphous flop.
Navy
We're an amorphous
captain
flop.
is finally
Respect our
getting the
vets.
recognition
Sorry, I'm
he
an asshole, I know.
deserves.
I know people hate
He was
that.
a legend
I can't-
long
it's just, you
before
know, I
this
have
evening.
trouble respecting some
Royce,
vets.
please stand up, and I will ask the First Lady of the United States to present Captain Royce Williams with his Congressional Medal of Honor.
Yeah, right. We're an amorphous blob. You're gonna make me laugh. I'm gonna vomit. Oh. Yeah, guys, like, what are all these medals he's handing out? This is all such a distraction. This is like the ADHD equivalent of yelling squirrel. Like, by the way, can we remember he's a sexual predator who was in the Epstein files? Like, okay. All right, how long are we going to clap for, though? Like, how long are we going to clap for? I don't mean to be an asshole, but I mean, how long are we going to clap for? Yeah, Barron looks like he took a couple extra Adderall. SoCal, oh my God. No, it's not. I don't know. Yeah, why isn't John McCain there? What happened to John McCain? What a shame. Yeah, no mention of Epstein at all, of course not. That's the opposite of what we want to have happen tonight. No, Jonas, no, he's not in the files, okay? He's not in the files. I'm just saying, like, these are all distractions. Normally during a State of the Union, you don't see these many medals given out or anything. You don't typically see any medals given out. But Trump is handing out all these medals. You know, I think he's trying to force the Democrats to have to stand up and clap. I don't know. Okay, how long are we going to clap for? I'm going to say something very rude, and I won't mean to be disrespectful to this possible war criminal. I'm sorry. Oh, my God. I need to be careful. Let me rephrase that. Let me try that again. I feel we have clapped for long enough. Can we go on with the show?
Thank you, Royce, and thank you, Eric.
All right. Can we just go on with the
I've
show?
always wanted the Congressional Medal of Honor, but I was informed I'm not allowed to give it to myself, and I wouldn't know why I'd be taking it. But
I didn't say it. You did.
if they ever open up that law, I will be there with you someday.
Thank you, Sylvie.
But you know,
Thank
that's our highest honor, Congressional
Wizard.
Medal of Honor, and that's a big
Don't
thing.
laugh.
And, it's an honor to be in the same room with you. Thank you both very much, Eric. Thank you.
Oh, great. Oh, my God. Oh, another one, guys. Guys, I swear to God, I'm going to lose it. If people have to stand or clap one more time, come on. It's almost, it's 11 p.m. here. It's 11 p.m.
Thank
here.
you.
Can we wrap it up? Like, Jesus Christ.
250 years is a long time in the life of a nation, but in another sense, it's really a mere moment in the eye of history. Two of the gentlemen we met in the gallery this evening took their first breaths 1 century ago, 100 years before that, on July 4th, 1826, the author of the Declaration of Independence, brilliant.
Yeah, and you're absolutely
Thomas
right,
Jefferson
Andrew Groove.
drew his last breath. Just
Thank
a
you, Mayflower
single
Kid.
long human lifespan separates the giants who declared and won our independence from the heroes who stand among us tonight. Everything our nation has done, everything we have achieved, has been the work of those few
I feel
great
like I'm in a circle
lifetimes.
jerk. Should I start
In
jacking
those
off?
brief
I feel like
chapters, Americans
this is what
built
we're
this
supposed to be
nation
doing
from
right now.
13
This seems like a
humble
giant
colonies
national circle jerk.
into the pinnacle
I'm
of
sorry,
human
I shouldn't be saying
civilization
this.
and
I
human
shouldn't be
freedom.
saying this on live stream.
The strongest,
But like,
wealthiest, most powerful,
What
most
are we doing?
successful nation in all of history. Americans ventured out across the daunting and dangerous continent.
I can't
We
help
carved
it. I
paths
have
through
apple cider
an
in my
unforgiving
system.
wilderness, settled a boundless frontier, and tamed the beautiful but very, very dangerous Wild West. From empty marshes and wide
Holy
open
palindromic
plains, we raised
ultranationalism.
up the
Mayflower
world's
Kid, come on, it was
greatest
funny.
cities. Together, we mastered the world's mightiest industries and shattered history's monstrous tyrannies. And we liberated millions from the chains of fascism, communism, oppression, and terror. Americans lifted humanity into the skies on the wings of aluminum and steel. And then we launched mankind into the stars on rockets powered by sheer American will and unyielding American pride. We wired the globe with our ingenuity. We captivated the planet with American culture. And now we are pioneering the next great American breakthroughs that will change the entire world. All of this and so much more is the enduring legacy, unmatched glory of the hardworking patriots who built and defended this country and who still carry the hopes and freedoms.
Let's return to a glorious
all
mythic
of
past.
humanity's
Palindromic
backs.
ultranationalism is
For
the core of
years they
fascism.
were
Make America
forgotten,
great
betrayed,
again.
and cast aside.
Blah, 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 blah.
But that great betrayal is over, and they will never be forgotten again. Because when the world needs courage, daring, vision, and inspiration,
exceptionalism nonsense.
it is still turning to America. And when God needs a nation to work his miracles, he knows exactly who to ask. There is no challenge Americans cannot overcome.
God damn it,
no
J-Mac.
frontier too vast for us to conquer. No dream too bold for us to chase. No horizon too distant for us to claim. For our destiny is written by the hand
No, he
of
hasn't, Mayflower
Providence.
Kid.
And these first 250
good night, Cody. Thank you
years
for
were
watching
just
as
the
long as you
beginning.
could. Love you, Cody.
From
Bye-bye.
the rugged border towns of Texas to the heartland
Jonas,
villages
right?
of Michigan, from the sun-kissed shores of Florida to the endless fields
pizza.
of the Dakotas.
Great. This sounds like
and from
Manifest
the
Destiny,
historic
doesn't
streets
it?
of Philadelphia
Like we were, the white
to
America
right here
was
in our
ordained
nation's
by
capital,
God to
Washington,
conquer the
D.C.
savages and take their
The
land.
golden age of America is upon us.
Oh, Jesus
The
Christ.
revolution that began in
Oh, my God. Right, RL?
1776 has not ended.
Oh, my
it
God.
still
Shut
continues
up.
because the flame of liberty and independence still burns
I
in
don't
the
know,
heart
Plaster
of
Egg.
every
I don't think it
American
ever
patriot.
ends. I think we're trapped in
And our
hell.
future will be bigger, better, brighter, bolder, and more glorious than ever
Yeah, he
before.
is, Seth
Thank
Daniel.
you,
The
God bless
the
you,
monster is
and
still
God bless
yammering on.
America.
Oh, my God. We're like in a... Oh, and here... Oh, my God. All right. Are we... Is that it? Is that the end of it? Are we finally done with this shit? Please tell me that's the end. Please tell me that's the end. Oh, for fuck's sake. Jesus Christ. Are we done? Yeah, let's watch the goddamn rebuttal. Where do we see the rebuttal? I don't know. Democratic rebuttal. Guys, you don't have to stay if you don't want to, but the Democrats have a rebuttal. Let's see how the Corpo Dems, I'm sure with great, I do kind of want to, though. But we don't have to, right? But I'm going to do anyway. Democrat rebuttal. State of the Union. Let's see how much charisma. Let's see how much charisma we have here. All right. All right, ready for this boring mess? Why not? Yeah, that was one of the stupidest shit I've ever seen in my life. You know what, J-Mac? Okay, I have a lot of
Hey, you know what, Wizards, you know, to each their own, you know, that some people like that shit, okay? Some people like those two words, all right? Which I don't know why I'm trying to watch my words at this point. I already said inappropriate things that'll probably mean no one will see this video after I post it. But still, Wizards, okay? All right. Well, okay, well, we'll wait for the Democratic response, I guess. Thank you in your group. Let's take a look at this shit. Oh my God, I'm already annoyed. Are you ready to watch this woman who is not particularly...
I think you should take the rest of the day off.
I think we have to. We're going to have Thank you.
All right, guys.
You killed it.
Thank you, Virginia.
Is that so, Mayflower Kid? Okay, fine. I'll try to be better, Mayflower Kid. All right, I'll try to be better for the sake of the kids.
America loves you, Lost. Thank you. It was amazing. America loves you.
Oh, look at this guy.
Guys, I just lost a bell. One of my bells just fell off. One of my bells just fell the hell off.
Just an initial.
Oh God, they're getting like fucking. Mayflower Kid, how dare you? Where'd my bell?
Thank you, everybody.
Mr. President, outstanding speech, sir. Mr. President.
Here you will. He's getting them all. He's good. Right here,
She did good. They love the insider trading.
Right? How can I let Trump have his victory? Like these bells fall off.
He fell asleep a couple times.
There are three bells missing off my Jester.
Proud of you.
Great job, Mr. President. Thanks for your
Yeah, I know, right? I'm dying here. All my bells, like every time I have a stressful stream, one of my bells falls off. So they got three bells that have already fallen off. I gotta sew this shit back on. This is so gross. Can you not see a close-up of Trump? Oh my God, please. I don't like nightmares. Dear God. By the way, guys, the progressives are currently having a sort of protest speech.
Great job. Great. Thank you. Thank you, everybody.
That was the best speech.
No, thank you very much.
I'm losing my bells, absolutely.
That's a nice, coming from you, that's a big statement. There he is.
Look, see how he says big. It's a big statement.
Thank you very much.
Congratulations, Mr. President. Thank you. Mr. President.
Demosthenes, right? Okay, come on. Let's go to the corporate den for an important response.
Yeah.
Got you, LaCroix, Governor of Virginia. Oh, great. Love that, LaCroix. For those that are wondering, the Democrats have chosen two corpos and, well, I should say a CIA agent and a corpo. What is this liquid all over my goddamn mic? What is this? Did I spill beer all over my mic? What is this liquid? Oh my God, I swear to God. Okay, so you know what? Let's find it. Governor of Virginia and former intelligence officer doing the Democratic response. Okay, all right. It's probably the apple juice. It doesn't smell like apple juice. Who knows? I don't know.
Take your
All right.
calls a little bit later. You can see the numbers there. We want to get your response to the president.
Okay, come on, Democrats. Let's wrap this up. Let's wrap it up.
Here's the area code for all of the numbers.
Just say your normal boring nonsense and so that we can, you know, tomorrow's my day off
for Democrats. 202
let me have my goddamn day off now.
For independents. Now, if you want to send a text message,
what the fuck is this? Okay.
and you can't get
I'm sorry, sorry, Mayflower Kid.
748
I mean, what the duck is this?
03. Again, that's for
What the
text
duck is
messages
this?
only.
Don't
Please
curse,
include
kids.
your
Don't
first
curse.
name
It's
and
bad.
your city,
Cursing
if
is
you would,
bad.
and we'll try to get
All right,
to some
don't
of
curse.
those as well. Well, we are here on the set
Cursing is bad.
to take your calls and to have a conversation.
Maybe this is why I'm
with
good
our
I'm not a
true
teacher
reporter
anymore,
guests.
folks. Maybe
We
it's
have
good that I'm not a
Marissa Schultz
teacher anymore.
of the New York Post and Deanna
Okay.
Nerozzi of Politico joining us on the set.
Okay, are we not going to see the
You
goddamn
listened
response?
intently, and you have pages and pages of notes there. I'd love to show the audience those. But what's
Right,
the headline
Wizards?
right now?
So
Is that
he
better,
started off
Mayflower
his
Kid?
speech
Did the
by
kids not
saying,
hear, I hope?
We're winning so
All
much.
right.
And I think he carried on that theme throughout the speech. It started by him honoring heroes. You had that dramatic entrance for the Team USA, the hockey team. He immediately decided he was going to award a medal to the goalie. And then these medals just continued all throughout the night, from like a 100-year-old veteran to a daring pilot to the wounded.
Are we going to see the
National
response?
Guard
Are we going to
soldier
have to
Andrew
listen to
Wolf,
this
and
for
then,
hours on end?
He honored the family of Sarah
How's
Beckstrom,
everyone doing out there?
the National Guard soldier who was shot and killed in Washington, D.C. So it was a
I remember that
very much
SoCal.
of patriotism, winning, and we're going to honor heroes. And then on the flip side, it was very much a campaign speech. He was trying to flip the script on Democrats regarding affordability. And he went through President Biden's record on things like immigration, rising inflation, and he looked Democrats right in the eye and he said, "You caused that problem."
I'm sorry, RL, you have a killer headache.
Like
Pizza That Giant is my guess is that this will be
back
hour
the
for hours
narrative
on end.
That had
As for how
dogged
I'm
him a
feeling,
bit
I hate
in
it
his
here.
presidency
The response
and
is in 2
approval
minutes. Okay.
ratings
Oh my God!
on
Oh my
things
God!
like economic
Jessica,
issues.
I'm such a moron. You're right. It says it right here.
Politico.
In 2 minutes. Okay.
I think the headline
All
would
right.
be a change.
You know, Mayflower
Trump
Kid, I'm
with a
rolling my
question mark.
eyes at you too.
Because I think,
For all you
as we
naughty
saw, I think the
chatters
biggest
out there,
surprise
chat,
was
you're
just
being
how
very
measured he
disobedient
was
to your cult leader
for
tonight.
about 75% of his speech. I was expecting a little bit more
that's
back and
for
forth
sure,
with the
Sylvia. I would follow
Democrats,
you,
but
Sylvia.
I don't think I counted
Okay.
any new insults or nicknames in that speech. He didn't go after the Supreme Court justices, and everyone was wondering how he was going to handle that.
Oh God, I need to stop putting my
about
face
the
on my
tariffs,
mic, you know? Jesus,
and
it keeps getting all
he
colorful.
barely talked about international things and really focused on domestic. So, again, question mark.
He's
We'll
full
see
of
how
she's
this
full of
goes
shit,
forward,
LaCroix.
but this may be his
This
new
is
approach
C-SPAN.
to
They have to be
midterms.
like,
now in less than a minute,
you know,
Governor
ridiculous.
Abigail Spanberger of Virginia, just elected in November.
Okay, everyone ready
will
for
be
the
giving
Corpo Dem
the
response?
response from
The
Williamsburg,
boring,
Virginia.
probably
She'll have
very
a small audience
boring
with her.
response.
We will bring that to you live, and so we might abruptly go
Plasterig.
because it's supposed to start in about 30 seconds, and we will bring that to you immediately. After that, though, we will be taking your calls.
Oh, yeah, we
Democrats
do
were holding,
worship. We
one on the
worship
National Mall,
Gazoo, the Sky
one at
Whale.
the National Press Club.
I'm about to finish
After
this.
the Democratic
How about
response,
this? If I I'm doing this.
We will be
if
here
I get
to take your calls
how dare you,
and
Jonas?
to hear
if
from
I
our two
get
guests.
one donation,
now, beginning now
just
from Williamsburg,
one little tiny
in
donation
just a second,
of $2
you're going to hear
or 200
Abigail
bits,
Spanberger, former CIA
I will
agent,
finish this class.
former member of Congress, just elected.
Now, I
to
will say
the
I have a
governorship of
very
Virginia,
low
first woman
tolerance
governor.
for apple cider, and I am already kind of feeling it, as you all know. Okay, here we go. Here we go.
Good evening. Good evening, and welcome to historic Williamsburg. We are gathered here
says I have
in the
one already,
chambers of the
wizards?
House of Burgesses. In 1705,
LaCroix,
the people of
thank
the
you.
Virginia
I
colony
will-
gathered here
Okay.
to take on the extraordinary task of governing themselves. Before there was a Declaration of Independence, a Constitution, or a Bill of Rights, there were people in this room. The people who served here ultimately dreamed of what a new nation, unlike anything the world had ever seen, could be. The United States was founded on the idea that ordinary people could reject the unacceptable excesses of poor leadership, band together to demand better of their government, and create a nation that would be an example for the world.
Not if you were black, Native American, a woman, or had no property.
And this year, as we celebrate 250 years since America declared our independence from tyranny, I can think of no better place to speak to you as we reflect on the current state of our union. Tonight, as we watched our nation's lawmakers gather for a joint session of Congress, we did not hear the truth from our president. So let's speak
Shocking.
plainly and
Yeah,
honestly.
this is boring
and
already.
let me ask you, the American people watching at home, 3 questions. Is the president working to make life more affordable for you and your family? Is the president working to keep Americans safe both at home and abroad? Is the president working for you? As I campaigned for governor last year, I traveled to every corner of Virginia, and I heard the same pressing concern everywhere. Costs are too high in housing, healthcare, energy, and childcare.
Oh, God, so
And I know
inspiring.
these same conversations are being had all across this country. Because since this president took office last year, His
Why isn't she
reckless
talking
trade
about the
policies
Epstein
have
files? That's what we
forced
should be doing
American
all the
families
time.
to pay more
She should
than
just be talking about that.
$1,700 each.
She should be blunt.
In tariff
They should be
costs.
like, by the way,
Small
well,
businesses
hello
have
guys.
suffered.
The president is a
Farmers have suffered,
pedophile.
some losing
and
entire
isn't-
markets.
Okay.
Everyday Americans are paying the price. And even though the Supreme Court
It was
struck
horrific,
these tariffs
Nathan.
down
Welcome,
4
Nathan.
days
Glad
ago,
to see you here. You're
the
one of the
damage to
you're an
the
original at
American
this point,
people
Nathan.
has already been done. Meanwhile, the president is planning for new tariffs, another massive tax hike on you and your family. And Republicans in Congress, they remain unwilling to assert their constitutional authority to stop him. They're making your life harder. They're making your life more expensive. They're even making it more difficult to see a doctor. Rural
Of course
health
not.
clinics
We're the
in
Morpheus Club.
Virginia and across the country are already closing their doors thanks to the so-called One Big Beautiful Bill, championed by the
I'll
president
do it
and
for you,
Republicans
Mayflower
in
Kid.
Congress.
What'd you
And
want to
tonight,
say,
the
Mayflower
president
Kid?
celebrated this law. The
Yeah,
one
Mayflower Kid said,
threatening
"Ah,
rural hospitals,
YouTube
stripping
censoring
health care from
bitch." There,
millions
I'll say
of
it for you.
Americans and driving up costs in energy and housing, all while cutting food programs for hungry kids.
Yeah,
But
we
here in
know.
Virginia,
Okay,
I am working with our state legislature to
I
lower
agree,
costs
no, Sylvie,
and
I
make
agree
the
with you. I'm not a
Commonwealth
big fan
more
of Destiny,
affordable.
but I would rather have Destiny with them. Seriously. LaCroix, okay, what are the
And it's not
Democrats
just
going
me.
to do about it, lady,
Democrats across the country are laser focused on affordability in our nation's capital
Are you?
and in state
Are you,
capitals and
goddamn
communities
corporate
across
pieces of shit?
America.
You're the
in the most
reason we're in this
innovative and
scenario.
exceptional
Garbage.
nation in
Absolute
the
garbage.
history of the world. Americans deserve to know that their leaders are focused on addressing the problems that keep them up at night. Problems that dictate where you live, whether you can
So what are you
afford to
gonna
start
do?
a business or whether you have to skip
gonna
a
lose my shit.
prescription
Oh my God.
in order to buy groceries. So I'll ask again, is the president working to make life more affordable for you and your family?
Yes,
We
in your
all
groove.
know the answer is no.
Yeah, Mayflower Kid.
I grew up in a house of service. My mother was a nurse, and my father was a career law enforcement officer. I began my career by following in my father's footsteps.
There you go, Plaster
As a federal agent,
Who
working
cares?
money laundering and narcotics
Shut
cases.
up!
I worked side by side with local and state police to keep our communities safe and to uphold and enforce the law. Law enforcement officers across the country know that it is a unique responsibility to do the serious
Look,
work
guys, she's praising
of
the
investigating
fascist law
crimes,
enforcement.
comforting victims, and making arrests. It's about building
Right,
trust.
they comfort victims.
And that requires an abiding sense of duty and commitment to community. And yet, our president has sent poorly trained federal agents into our cities where they have
so
arrested
stupid,
and
guys.
detained American citizens
Guys,
and
if I were
people
up
who
there, I
aspire
swear to
be
God.
Americans.
Oh,
and
oh
they
my
have
God,
done it
honestly.
without a warrant.
Honestly,
they have ripped nursing mothers away from their babies. They
I
have
think if
sent
any
children,
of you were up there, you would
a
say
little
something
boy
more
in a
competent than
blue
what she's
bunny
saying.
hat, children to far-off detention centers, and they have killed American citizens in our streets.
Oh my God.
And they have done it all with their faces masked from accountability. Every minute spent sowing fear is a minute not spent investigating murders, crimes against children, or the criminals defrauding seniors of their life
They
savings.
can't. She can't even say.
Our
She can't even
president
say
told us
Epstein.
tonight that we are safer because these agents arrest mothers and detain children. Think about that. Our broken immigration system is something to be fixed, not an excuse for unaccountable agents to terrorize our communities.
Oh my God! And they have these bootlickers.
After working in law
Do you
enforcement,
see how
I
like
continued my
planned that
career
was?
service
Oh my God!
as a
It's so
CIA
bad.
officer, working undercover to protect the United States and our
Exactly,
allies
we're
from
right, we're
global
Morpheus
threats,
Club.
terrorism, nuclear weapons, and the aggression of adversarial nations around the globe.
There you go,
But as the
wizards.
president spoke of his perceived successes tonight, he continues to cede economic power and technological strength to Russia,
Cede?
bow down to China, bow down to a
Oh, here
Russian
we go.
dictator, and make
Oh.
plans for war with Iran.
Oh my God.
Here's the truth. Over
China
the last
bad,
year,
Russia
through
bad.
Doge,
Who
mass
cares?
firings, and the appointment of deeply unserious people to our nation's most serious positions,
And you think you're a serious
our
person?
president has endangered the long and storied history of the United States of America being a force for good. So I'll ask again, is the president working to keep Americans
the United
safe,
States a force
both
for
at home
good? Oh my God.
and abroad? We all know the answer is no. In his speech tonight, the president did what he always does. He lied, he scapegoated, and he distracted. And he offered no real solutions to our nation's pressing challenges, so many of which he is actively making worse. He tries to divide us. He tries to enrage us, to pit us against one another.
Oh no, they're going to do the unity politics
against
shit?
Neighbor. And sometimes he succeeds. And so you have to ask, who benefits from his rhetoric, his policies, his actions, the short list of laws he's pushed through this Republican Congress? Somebody must be benefiting. He's enriching himself, his family, his friends. The scale of the corruption is unprecedented. There's the cover-up of the Epstein files, the crypto scams.
Oh, good. There's a
cozying
brief
up to
mention.
foreign princes for airplanes and billionaires for ballrooms. Putting his name and face on buildings all over our nation's capital.
God.
This is not what our founders envisioned, not by a long shot.
Oh my God. This is
So I'll ask again, is the president working for you? We all know the answer is no. But here's the special thing.
I wonder who donated
about
to her
America.
campaign.
On our 250th anniversary, we know better than any nation what is possible when ordinary citizens, like those who once dreamed right here in this room, reject the unacceptable and demand more of their government. We see it in the determination of students organizing school walkouts all across the country.
Right, that's what'll
whose
change
voices
things.
are becoming so powerful that the governor of Texas seeks to silence them. We see it in the bravery of Americans in Minnesota standing up for their communities, from peacefully protesting in sub-zero temperatures to carpooling children to school, so that their immigrant parents are
this
not
is her
ripped away
biggest
from
when she
them
was running for
in the parking
office
lot.
as a rep
As a mother of
in
three
Virginia.
school-aged
Look at who
daughters,
her biggest
I am
donor was, guys.
inspired by their bravery.
Look at who her bigger
But I am
donor was.
sickened that it is necessary.
Do
And
I have to- do I
Americans
have to-
across the country
that?
are taking action. They are going to the ballot
We
box
see that,
to
right?
reject this
Plaster
chaos.
egg, yeah.
With their votes, they are
Look who
writing
her
a
biggest
new
donor
story,
was.
a more hopeful story.
AIPAC.
In November, I won my election by 15 points.
Okay. Oh my God. All right.
And
That's
we
who
won
they chose to make
13 new
this.
seats in our state legislature.
All this fake, like they can't. What is wrong
Because
with
voters
us? Like,
decided they wanted something different. Our campaign earned votes from Democrats, Republicans, independents, and everyone in between, because they knew as citizens they could demand more, that they could vote for what they believe matters, and that they didn't need to be constrained by a party or political affiliation. This is happening across the country. New Jersey elected Mikey Sherrill as governor in a double-digit victory. Democrats flipped state legislative seats
oh my God, they really can't do anything
Georgia,
competent.
Iowa, Mississippi, and Texas. The list goes on and on. I first ran for ordinary Americans alongside dozens of other Democrats who did the seemingly impossible, flipping 41 seats in Congress. In my case, I was the first Democrat elected in 50 years, swinging our district 17 points.
look at this. Oh my God.
Those who are stepping up now to run will win in November, because Americans, you at home, know you can demand more, and that we are working
What do you mean,
to
stop
lower
it,
costs.
Mayflower Kid? What do you
We are
mean?
working to keep our communities and our country safe, and we are working for you.
Are you, or are you working for AIPAC? Like, come on.
In his farewell address, George Washington warned us about the possibility of, quote, cunning, ambitious, and unprincipled men rising to power. But he also encouraged us, all Americans, to unite in a common cause, to move
Oh, here we go,
this
guys. They're
nation
doing the
forward.
unification.
That
Why
is
can't
our charge once
Democrats
more,
are the
and that
biggest group of
is what we are
morons I've
seeing
ever seen.
across
It
the
would be
country.
very easy
It
to
is
be.
deeply
Think about it. It should be
American and
super easy to
patriotic
beat Trump.
do so, and it is how we ensure that the state of our union remains strong, not just this year, but for the next 250 years as well, because we, the people, have the power to make change, the power to stand up for what is right, the power to demand more of our nation.
Boring. Oh my God. This is just the same old, same old.
May God bless the Commonwealth of Virginia, and may God bless the United States of America.
Is that it? Is that really it? Is that the best you have? That was such a bad speech. Oh my God. Oh my God. I can't. Yeah, the only positive of that is that it was short. Did you guys say there was going to be a separate person another person speaking too? Like, that was no different than any other speech I've ever heard from them. Okay. Is there anyone else that's going to give a speech, do we know, in regards to the Dems? I don't think so. Okay. All right. All right. So, I'm sorry, LaCroix. Can you at least send me another corn photo? All right. Guys, oh my God. Oh my God. We are living in, yes, guys, we are living in this moment. This was the feverest of dreams. Thank you, In Your Groove. It makes me happy to see the corn. Thank you. Okay. Since LaCroix wouldn't do it for me. All right. Just kidding. I don't know why, but I don't know. LaCroix's corn always makes me happy. Whatever. Like, wait. Thank you. Look, thank you. Oh, thank you for the butt corn, LaCroix. All right. I'm gonna lose my mind. We are living in a hilarious situation. I mean, come on. I know it's not actually hilarious, but you got to keep yourself sane somehow, right, guys? The Democrats just cannot learn a lesson, can they? And like, okay, yeah, it's pretty goddamn funny. I don't know what else to do anymore except laugh. All right, yeah, that's for sure. Certainly seems like a true state of the union, right? It definitely is reflective of the state of our union, right? Can we do something about these? I can't say that on stream. These MFers, okay? Like, come on, folks. Can we do something about these MFers, please? Guys, find a local organization to join that's organizing. I don't care. I don't care if it's the Democratic Socialists. I don't care if it's the what are they called? The that other group. I don't know, that other group too that's big. The Party for Socialism and Liberation. I don't care. I don't care if it's like, even if it's a liberal group. Okay? Someone that's organizing shit. Okay? Yeah, don't do Indivisible. Indivisible are a bunch of do-nothings. Their protests have done nothing. They don't have any demands. But thank you, the PSL. We need to, can we just please, and I know, guys, I'm not a big fan of the PSL, but I don't care. I'm not doing lefty infighting. Who is organizing shit, whether it be the PSL, the Democratic Socialist, any other groups that are organizing shit, try to get involved, do something, please. Yeah, exactly, RL, right? And even if it's like a liberal group that's doing something, if you're not fully into the socialist side of things, I understand, but we need to fight fascism. Oh my God. Okay. Anyway, guys. All right. Yeah. All right, you guys. So thank you all for joining me this evening. You helped keep me all sane. There you go. There you go. Sylvie, good idea. The SRA, the Socialist Rifle Association. Yeah, we all can talk about this. You know, there are lots of I agree, Foxello, okay, but I will say, guys, one little the John Brown Gun Club. One note here that I will say that is something positive, okay? you have to understand, guys, just remember that Trump is not popular right now. All this stuff out there, all of what we just watched made it look like things are shitty, but there really is, like, Trump is not that popular. There is still a lot of a lot of people who don't like Trump. We could still do something about it, all right? Don't lose hope. You also have to have a revolutionary optimism. Imagine at what society could be if we did do something about this. God, imagine if we, like, actually provided for people and you didn't have to work as much and you got paid more and you had universal health care. Like, we could make that society. We could make that happen. All right. So, guys, I am going to go now. I am going to go now. All right. So, here we go, right? I'm going to go now. Tomorrow I don't stream on Wednesdays. I might end up streaming anyway because God knows I miss you all. You all know how I miss you all the time. I'm addicted to you guys. We're all in a giant polycule. We're all in a giant polycule together, okay? And you all know what I'm about to say. First of all, guys, free Palestine. Free Palestine. Never stop resisting. The easiest way to resist is to question authority figures. Don't believe everything. It is parasocial. I don't care, Wizard. All right. Okay. What was I going to say here? Oh, yes. To resist authority figures, that includes when you watch me. Don't get caught in an information silo. See what other people are saying. Don't just listen to me. Listen to other people too. See what other people are saying. Okay. Thank you, Wizards. I love Balatro. It's a great game. We're living in a fascist moment. Resist. Don't stand in the center. If you stand in the center, the fascists will walk all over you. Don't forget about Chainbreaker, the sword that's been passed down in my family, was responsible for the death of 7 slave owners. We cannot forget the sacrifices of our ancestors and always fight for a better future, folks. Okay, I love you all very much. You know what? Before I go, I will do a special little handing out of boops. SoCal, you get a boop. Boop. LaCroix gets a boop. Boop. Wizards gets a boop. Boop. RL gets a boop. Boop. Sylvie gets a boop. Boop. Did I miss anyone here? In Your Groove gets a boop. Boop. Plaster gets a boop. Boop. Demosthenes gets a boop. Boop. Boop, boop, boop. Anyone else want a boop before I go? Anyone else want a good boop? Mayflower Kid gets a boop. Boop. Foreteller Dueler gets a boop. Boop. Okay, everyone good with a boop? What do you mean a-hole? I know it was an unconsensual boot, Mayflower Kid. Okay. Non-consensual boot. Everyone good? Everyone else want a boot before I go? Pizza That Giant. Of course you get a boop. You get 2 boops, Pizza That Giant. Boop, boop. Yeah, you got 4 boops there, Demosthenes. All right. Everyone hoarding their boops out there. Anyone else want a boop before I go? By the way, guys, I know it seems weird that I do boops. Weirdomorphous Blob, of course, you get a boop. Boop. But there's a method to my madness, okay? A lot of folks in this country are lonely, and even a simulated, well, I'm sorry, I'm not going to talk about this right now, but it actually is good for mental health to do boobs. Anyone else want one before I go? You're free to go, by the way, guys. I know, I mean, of course you are. You're always free to go, but God, I sound like a teacher. I'm like, you're all free to go. You know that. I got you, Sylvie. I understand, right? So the boobs kind of help people who might be a bit lonely out there. Anyone else want one before I go? Okay. All right. Love you all very much. Seriously, if you need anything, thank you, SoCal. I get a boop. Boop. Talk to me, guys, if you'd like, over on Discord. Join our Discord if you haven't already. I'm open to talk to people, etc. I love you all very much, okay? You're humans. You deserve better. All right? Doesn't matter your color or anything like that. Your color, your sexuality, anything like that. Okay, guys. Bye-bye.